And good evening, everyone. And we are back off the ropes. We have been off the air for a few months here. Good to have everyone back here with us this evening. I'm your host, Mr. Madison Brett. Alongside me tonight, we've got a usual cast, minus one familiar face. Hopefully, will join us soon. We got Jeremy the Jim Diamond. Welcome, Jeremy.
What's up?
And we got Dirt Sheet Brandon with all the good stuff. I'm sure he's got all the dirt sheet information here that everyone's looking forward to hearing coming up with WrestleMania here. Brandon, welcome, sir.
Yeah, it sounded like the other Jeremy had all the he was getting dirt sheety in our conversation.
I don't know if it was dirt sheet or wishful thinking.
Yeah,
I was when he started giving all that good information this afternoon. I'm like, man, I'm hoping that he's going to be able to hop on the show, but he wasn't able to. But he gave us some good things to think about. I don't know that we're going to be that lucky to get good creative, but I'm just kind of not optimistic, I guess. Just been kind of in. There's some things I'm excited about, but it's just lately it hasn't been. Things haven't gone to where I'd like them to go as far as with creative. So, we hopefully KO Kyle Owens will be able to pop in and join us here shortly. But I wanted to lead with guys. I don't know if y'all watched. I'm sure Brandon did. I don't know if you did, Jeremy, but last weekend the AEW pay-per-view. I haven't watched AEW a ton, not recently. I've kind of tried to keep up with it, but just haven't. But you can always count on an AEW pay-per-view. You can tune in and it's going to be good matches, right? I was entertained for most of the show. Brandon, what was your take on the show?
I liked the most parts of it. There was I watched it, but was that 3 days ago? I'm trying to remember what all happened.
It was also a 3-day long pay-per-view. You know how that goes. So you gotta track back.
Yeah, and they like just jam like the how they do their so that there's two sets of pre-shows. There's the hour AEW pre-show that jams 4 matches on of just random people, and then there's the WWE pre-show that's 3 hours of talking with no matches. So
yeah,
and so it's two total different worlds there. But I thought it was a good pay-per-view. I think Dynasty's not one of their bigger ones, but yeah, the match there was no like returns or no surprise or nothing. It was just pretty good matches. MJF Omega was really good. I'm trying Moxley and Ospreay. That one
Jericho looked pretty good in the ring, I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, when we saw him go away, almost a year ago, we were kind of getting tired of the hi guys, and he's off of that character, thank goodness. But I thought his ring work was pretty solid for somebody that hadn't been in the ring in a while.
Yeah, he looked good. And I think Ricochet was a good first opponent for him, and it's good to have him back with Judas. And then also, on Dynamite when he came back, he threw the "you just made the list." So that we got the old Jericho hits, and then we got Don Callis is the one saying again now, so he's using the old Jericho line. But it's good to have Jericho back. Yeah, I thought, and in this style of Jericho, we were over the whole learning tree stuff, and but this Jericho is good to have back, and because there was rumblings, hey, he's going to be in WWE, he's going to be in WWE, and then it came out, oh no, Tony contact on, injury time for him. And then now the other day he signed what was a 5-year contract. So I don't know if I'll ever see him in WWE. Maybe in 5 years we'll see him to get that one Gunther match to end his career. So.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, Ospreay being back, he's come back over the past few months. It was good to see him back on a pay-per-view because that's an automatic must-watch match. With him being involved, so I enjoyed having him back on my TV, and of course
I get worried with him and all the neck issues and the stuff he still does. So
no, I know, just enjoy it while he can. Jeremy, did you catch any of this?
I caught some bits and pieces. I mean, I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but I did see some of the MJF match, and I did see some of the Ospreay match. And again, I think I agree. Like the Ospreay thing, like. You're like excited to watch it, but then I'm like super nervous. Like I feel like, like you're like, is that the one? Is this the moment? Like you kind of almost with everything that's happened, like, is this going to be the time that he doesn't get back up? Or is this going to be, you just kind of don't know how much longer he's going to get to go. And he's just such an incredible talent.
I'm not sure which one's worse though, Jeremy, him or Darby Allin.
Yeah.
I mean, goodness gracious, the bumps.
Except I think Darby does it to himself on purpose. Like Ospreay just gets hurt because he does something crazy. Like Darby's kind of like, I don't know. It's like, what bump can I take? It's gonna be. It's insane.
When you talk about Darby, I mean, Dynamite's over. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna watch tomorrow, so I don't want no spoilers. But there's one thing that if I heard it may happen. If it happens tonight, then I probably will never watch AEW again. So,
Brandon. Oh,
well, I mean, Darby's got a title match tonight, and he's not a world champion. And so if they're in his hometown, if they give him that's not a world champion. So if he's the one that takes the title off MJF, I'll be done. I mean, I think that would be I just can't I can't justify that. But
well, I can tell you I didn't watch it, so I don't know either. So
I don't know
either. I didn't watch. I've got NBA on, so I hadn't. I'll always kind of watch it unless I'm expecting something like that when Jericho came back a couple weeks ago, I kind of knew he may come back. So because they were in Canada, and I was like, hey, let me turn it on just in case.
Right.
And he opened the show.
Okay,
and
so we got a couple of chats here, Brandon. We got a couple of chats here, Brandon. I think this is directed at you here. Somebody named Jaron Peoples, net us in a network committed to the arts.
That's not to me.
Man, look at this. Look at this.
This guy.
Man. I mean,
that's not to me.
I don't know. He tried to interrupt. He tried to do a run in earlier when he called me, like as we were about to start the show, and
I chatted with Jaron earlier. He asked for something, and I hooked him up. So
I know, and then he does this to us.
I mean, so I think the thing though, like the only way you could pull off the Darby Allin champion win is like some kind of outside, right? You'd have to be some kind of like revenge interference from somebody. Maybe give it to him, but you'd have to take it back. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it'd have to be something like that where he wins it by like hook or by crook, and then he doesn't keep it long and gives it back. But I think the thing with Darby,
he has to lose to somebody like next week.
Right. Like I think the thing with Darby though is like he can be relevant because of all the weird stuff and crazy spots he does without having a belt. Like he doesn't need the belt to, you know what I mean? Like he's not a character that has to have a belt to be relevant or somebody that you want to watch. Because like part of you is kind of that same cringe factor. Like in a way, you're like, what is he going to jump onto what this week? And what is he going to, what is he going to put himself through? And
I really want to see Ospreay take the belt off of MJF. I think Ospreay, it's got to be his time.
Because all ends at Wembley this year. So
yeah. I mean, that's got to be.
If you're not going to have Omega do it, I think that's your next logical step. I think Kyle Fletcher, had he not gotten hurt, would have been somebody that they might have moved in that position, with the way he's been going. But
I think now Bobby's back. I mean, I think Bobby would be good because they have the build. I mean, they had because MJF was trying to get in the Hurt Syndicate and they never blew that off. Like they just kind of ended it, but they never.
Yeah.
But then
the Hurt
Syndicate went away, Bobby is and then they brought him back on a.
I know. He just can't cut a promo though. Like they gotta have. Yeah. I mean, that's the only reason MJF is around. MJF's got to carry the whole thing, and then MVP's got to do all the talking because Lashley's terrible. That. You know what I mean? And again, that's not what it takes necessarily to be the guy. I mean, you can get away with it like you do with Paul Heyman. You know what I mean? But it's just, man, the Bobby Lashley promos. It's just like, almost just poking eardrum out.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the big problem AEW has right now is the women's division because Tekla is awesome, but with no Tony and no Mercedes, and they're kind of drowning right now in that because there's no challenger for her. So
yeah, I don't even know. I was watching some of that. I'm like, who is this? Like I haven't watched it enough. I don't even really know any of the women that are really wrestling there except for a handful.
Tekla's the champion, and she's awesome like that. I think she's a star, but I'm just not sold on Jamie Hayter, and that's who challenged her there.
Do you eventually turn her against like one of her the triangle turns against her, and they feud that off?
Possibly.
I mean,
I like Megan Bain, but they got her in the tag division, and they brought Camille back there tonight. So I like she got done filming American Gladiators. I think drops in 2 days. American Gladiators, the return with Camille and Wardlow and The Miz and Rick Boogs.
Yeah, Boogs is on there. I saw that. That's kind of
Jesse
crazy.
Goddard's. Yeah.
Hold on. Oba's coming back. Oh no, it's just KO.
I thought he's actually KO music.
We had to
strut.
Yeah, I was expecting KO music. I didn't.
Well,
I didn't react.
But, hey, I love the strut though.
I had to improvise because I'm using my other mixer here on my thing. It doesn't have all
Okay,
my
now KO's here.
intros. And we've had the issue with the Roadcaster where it doesn't play through the Roadcaster very well. I don't know if you figured that out yet, KO. How I fix it.
So you're not using a Roadcaster then?
No, I've got it built into the computer here. I've only got a couple of songs today. I just had to throw it together because we haven't done a show in so long. I didn't have a bunch in here, but I'm gonna start building my list. So I'll definitely add KO.
I thought you had figured it out. So I was about to ask you what
did it sound good though that time?
Yeah, it sounded great. I wish it sounded like that on a broadcast.
I know. We've got to figure that out. Maybe one of these days we can figure it out. Off season, maybe that's a off season deal. Yeah. Welcome to the show, KO. Glad you're with us. We were just talking. We didn't want to get into Mania yet, so we were kind of just glazing over AEW's pay-per-view over the weekend, just our highlights, lowlights. I haven't watched a ton. We hadn't really either, but I did get to watch the show. It was enjoyable. There were some good matches, some good things. Did you even glance at it? I know you've been against AEW here. No,
I have not watched AEW in months. I haven't watched any of the pay-per-views. I've listened to the podcaster, the JD from NY that I listened to, and so I've heard the review of it, but I haven't watched AEW in months.
Yeah, I haven't really solidly either, but usually the AEW is one of those you can turn on the pay-per-view even if you haven't watched, and there'll be some good matches that were worth watching, even if the storylines, you don't know what's going on. So that's kind of we said we liked the Jericho return with the new gimmick. We've gotten away from the high guys, which is great. So and then
I will say this. I don't think Jericho sticks with the list gimmick. I think we go a rundown gimmick memory lane. He goes through all of his old gimmicks, I think, throughout the rest of his run in AEW. I don't think he sticks with just the list.
Yeah, I just like having Judas back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed on that. But,
the one thing is, though, I don't know if yours, Brett, my feed cut off, and so I didn't get to hear Judas on the pay-per-view.
I did too. It was irritating. That was
yeah.
And there was only one option this time, which was strange. I usually have multiple.
No, I didn't find a second option.
Oh, you did? Okay.
It just wasn't listed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just wasn't listed. Yeah.
I had trouble with mine, and it cut off throughout the night. It was having trouble. Mine was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mine did too. But my main one that really was it. Like I'm totally missed Judas. So it was like
I know it was irritating. I was like,
he came back and the bell was ringing.
Oh, no, that was frustrating. But yes, welcome, Kev. We'll start now with the Mania. I knew you wouldn't be super interested in the AEW, so I knew we'd kind of just talk about it a little bit while we were getting rolling. But welcome, and let's get started here, guys. It's WrestleMania season. I wasn't as excited until Hubbard started talking about all this stuff and kind of got me excited this afternoon. We talked a little bit about that earlier, Kyle, as he started throwing ideas out, and I'm hoping that WWE is that creative. I don't think they're going to be. I'm not so optimistic.
It sounds like a dream scenario. I wish Coach had the pen. But I don't foresee any of what. Now, if it happened, that'd be awesome. But I don't foresee any of that happening personally.
Okay, so first off, what do you guys think about having the first hour of each night on ESPN2 thing? I'm going to go around and get your thoughts. Jeremy, we'll start with you. What do you think about? I mean, it's different. I don't think they had that last year, right? We had the app, but it wasn't because it was the very first thing we had on it, right? Has this been a year now? It was on or no?
No, WrestlePalooza.
Okay, but they originally it was originally going to be that, and they kind of moved it up then or something. It was along this time of year, but last year they did not have
late August.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. This was still Peacock.
Okay,
this was still Peacock last year.
Okay, I don't know why I thought it. Anyway, this is different. They've never really done this. It's not like they just threw out a main event match, like not main event like main event, but like main event like you see at SmackDown if you go live, like the dark match. They actually threw a decent match there instead of just a random match, like an AEW 0 hour match, KO, like that. They did throw some good matches in here. What do you guys think about that? Jeremy, start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the idea of trying to get the casual fan or maybe the person that is on the fence about potentially subscribing for unlimited, right? You give them a tease for an hour, and hopefully, I think it's either going to go really well or it's going to bomb, right? There's no in between, probably, right? Like it's either going to go well, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh, this is it, I want to jump in, or if the storyline doesn't carry it, it could be something that really kind of bites them. I don't know. I feel like I don't know that I trust the direction lately as much as I would love to. I think some unnecessary things have been added to things, and other things have been taken out that needed to be there. And so that's the thing that worries me. But I like the idea that anybody can watch the first hour, and I'm sure they're going to get some subscribers from it, that'll jump in if you really want to see the rest,
Kyle, what do you think?
I like it. I mean, I think it's neat. It gives the casual viewer, an option to get in there. And I think that's the reason, because of all that, I think that's the reason you see McAfee involved with what's going on now. It's because McAfee has such a big presence on ESPN. What easier way to mesh the two than to get him involved in it? So I think it's all part of the partnership, and I think it's a good thing for them. And they loaded it up. I mean, you got I Show Speed on ESPN, which is going to draw millions of viewers, as we just saw his clip with LA Knight did. I mean, it was the most viewed WWE clip of all time, I think. So, like, you're going to get eyes on it. And that's what TKO wants. That's what ESPN wants. And then you got Oba and Brock on night 2 opening things up. Like, they put big matches, to your point. They put big-time matches on ESPN and ESPN2. So I think it's neat. I'm excited for it.
Brandon?
Yeah, Kyle kind of touched on what I said, is that you could tell when they announced, they kind of placed these perfectly to get that on that ESPN audience, because that first night you got Logan Paul and I Show Speed, who are both, they're mainstream people, so they're going to draw kids in, they're going to draw people that don't even watch wrestling in, because that's two names from other outlets, and then right after that, also on ESPN2, that you got Fatu and Drew McIntyre. Well, so people, non-wrestling fans, they're not going to know who Jacob Fatu is. And you see that guy, and that may draw you in.
They will whenever after they watch that match, they're going to know who he is.
Yeah, and it's an unsanctioned match, which I am not a fan of, having an unsanctioned match at WrestleMania. I do not like that. I think that's fine for like a Saturday Night Main Event or something. I don't really like that, but I am looking forward to watching it.
Well, the problem is, Brandon, they've done everything else. They've done everything else to each other already. And so what else can you do?
They still haven't had a one-on-one match. They just beat each other up. And then night 2, I knew when they announced they were going to do this whole free ESPN thing, I knew Brock Lesnar would be a part of it, because that's just, you can't, like, for the casual fan, that's a big name. He used to be in UFC. He had a stint in the NFL. He was a college wrestler. Like, that's a big brand name. And so then people seeing Obafemi for the first time, that's gonna they're gonna like that, and that may draw some people in. And then right after that, still on ESPN, you get that ladder match with Javon Evans and Dragon Lee, Penta, and if this doesn't bring you in, nothing's gonna get you in.
Yeah.
Like, they picked the perfect matches to give a tease to the non wrestling audience.
So what?
Why we got to put Rusev in there? Like, why are we doing that?
He's just going to be there to take some big bumps.
Well, here's my whole issue
everybody.
We'll talk about more when we talk about the match. But my issue was, they announced who was in it. Then they had the qualifying matches on main event, so you already knew who was going to win. And then Rey Mysterio just comes in and said, well, I want to be in the match. And so he gets to be in the match.
Hey, Kyle, you want to be in the match? You just say you want to be in the match.
I you know how this week's been for me. I don't think I need to be in no ladder match. All right, we don't need no accidents.
Okay. Well, you do have a big softball game coming up in a couple of days. Hopefully, you're good to go for that one.
Yeah, that doesn't involve jumping off a ladder or being hit by a Machka kick by Rusev.
There could be some. Well, y'all aren't in the outfield. Let's say there could be some bombs hit over the outfield fence, but y'all are safe.
No, and the only trouble we'll have is if someone shanks one towards our way in foul territory. So, but I'm always prepared with my hands, Brett. I'm always there.
You ready?
I'm always ready. Yeah,
okay. You're like Matt Cardona, always ready.
Always ready.
So right. What I need to do then is I need to figure out how to hack into Jaron's TV and force his TV to turn to ESPN these 2 nights.
So a while ago when he was commenting, that's what I was going to say. We can't do it this year. We didn't plan. But one year we got a whole Nettis and WrestleMania viewing party together, and have Jaron come and say, even if you don't watch, you can just hang out with us for the night.
Let's just hang out. I still want to go to Cosm, guys. I still want to go to Cosm. After Jeremy showed me the final, or not, wasn't Final Four. It was was it the Elite 8 or Sweet 16?
It was Final Four, but it was for the women. Yeah.
Oh, it was women's. Okay, man, that is. I mean, we still got to do that at some point for some card. I don't know what card it would be.
Yeah, I know some people that went to Mania last year there, and they liked it. And it's going to I guess it may be ready for next year. We're gonna have a Dave and Buster's here, and they'll show like the AEW and WWE there too. So that'll be kind of interesting.
Well, we'll see where the WrestleMania ends up being. I don't know. Right now, I don't know that I'm wanting to go to the Middle East. I mean, it could be different in a year, but
we're not going there. Like,
I know, but
we'll watch it somewhere.
As a wrestler, how much money you got to get paid to go over there? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, the Rock will show up for his payday. That's the time he'll be there. So,
ooh, okay.
Stay out of the Strait of Hormuz.
All right, let's start here with Saturday. We mentioned the first hour on ESPN. Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre.
ESPN 2.
What's that?
Night 2's on ESPN 2, or Night 1's on ESPN 2. Night 2's on ESPN proper.
Yeah, ESPN proper.
Yeah, ESPN 2. That's where I think that. Did I say ESPN 2?
No.
Oh,
I heard ESPN.
I'm
Sorry,
reading.
Never mind. Proceed. Continue.
I thought I said ESPN 2. If I didn't, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because I was reading it, so I could have read wrong. Okay, so we got Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre, unsanctioned. So Brandon's already given his thoughts on this. They have absolutely torn each other apart over the last few weeks. And I'm interested to see how they top some of that. They fell off of a building. They've done some crazy stuff. So the unsanctioned thing to me is basically like a street fight, except WWE says, "Oh, we're not responsible for anything that happens," which we know they still are. So I don't know about the unsanctioned match either. So I think, man, they've really built Jacob Fatu. I think they've got to give him the win in this. I think Fatu gets the win, but I'm interested to see what all they do to each other. There's going to be blood. I think this could be one of those matches that WWE doesn't do blood a lot, but I think this could be one that has blood.
On ESPN, they're going to they'll give blood on ESPN.
I don't think so.
No chance.
You don't think so? I don't know.
It is on ESPN 2.
ESPN 2.
If it was on ESPN the Ocho, maybe, but I don't know about ESPN 2.
No, I think if we get blood this night, it's going to be in the last match.
I don't know. I feel like to me, this match needs it because it's unsanctioned. Like if you're going to do anything you can to someone,
yeah, but it's WWE. If this was AEW, they'd be bleeding in the first 5 minutes. But it's WWE.
I'd be bleeding coming down the ramp.
AEW had blood in the worst spots their night too.
But that's that. Like I'm with you, Brett. I think especially with everything they've done, like in to Brandon's point, like they haven't had a true one-on-one match. Well, you can't now. Like with everything that they've done, a one-on-one match with no stipulation would be pointless. Like they've already basically killed each other. Yeah. So
they drug each other off of a building, KO, and they fell like 7 or 8 feet or however far it was down.
So we're gonna start the match with a collar and elbow tie up after all that because that's how a wrestling match starts. But no, I think it being unsanctioned is, they had to add a stipulation to it. You couldn't just make it a normal match. I think it's interesting. I am with Brandon too. Like I think the idea of a match being unsanctioned at WrestleMania, the biggest show of the year, is kind of silly, but this whole thing with TKO and WWE is kind of silly. So it's just kind of par for the course with everything that's going on there. So I think it's going to be a tremendous match. I would be surprised if we saw blood. We should. This is a match that should produce blood. Both of them should be bleeding, but it's WWE and it's on ESPN too. I don't think we're going to see blood. I think I got to go with the werewolf. I got to go with the werewolf winning. I'm taking Fatu. I don't know what that means going forward. Like I hope they're done with each other going forward, but who knows? I don't know what's next, but all I know is I think Fatu should win on Saturday.
Okay, Jeremy.
I think this feels like the kind of match where whoever loses this is going to take some time off, right? Like I wonder if that's part of the unsanctioned part. Like I wonder if McIntyre's due for some time off, and so making it unsanctioned, you can really deliver like a beat down, right? Like that gives him a chance to kind of go away and reset a little bit. I wonder if there's going to be a character shift because he's kind of languishing in this spot where he's like the guy that everybody feuds with, but he doesn't beat anybody. You know what I mean? And I don't know what you do with him, but I feel like, he carried the company when they needed him to. And then I feel like he's kind of been, and again, not to his fault necessarily, because there's been a bunch of names coming up, but maybe just a guy that needs a little bit of a reset and kind of a rebrand and, maybe something different. But I don't know how you don't have blood. I'm not saying it's going to be gratuitous, but I think somebody's going to have to. I mean, there's just too much that's happened to not have it. I know that's not necessarily what, maybe the ESPN thing, again, I was kind of joking that it's on ESPN too, but I think if you say unsanctioned and you don't, I think people are going to be like, well, what's the point of that then? Why did you do unsanctioned if nobody's going to be bleeding? That's my only thing that would lead me to think that it's going to be a little bit of it. Again, I don't think it's going to be like the, how many buckets of blood can we dump on the ring, but I think somebody's going to get busted open somewhere.
All right. And who you got?
I think I'm going to go Fatu as well. I think Fatu wins, and I think McIntyre dip sets for a little bit and comes back with a different theme and maybe a little bit of a reset character. That's my prediction.
Okay.
I see.
My prediction. It's a split.
Brandon, you going for the sweep or are you going to go solo?
Yeah, no, what did I mean? Yeah, I got Fatu. All gas, no brakes. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this one. It's funny because it was not even late February, and it seemed like it was going to be something with Fatu, Drew, and Cody, and they pivoted from that pretty quickly. And then all of a sudden, and Cody's got his own thing we'll talk about now. But I because at the time Cody wasn't a champion, and so we thought, everything pointed to Drew, Fatu, and Cody. But then when Randy won Elimination Chamber, it kind of, oh, wait, where are they going with this? So then I thought we were getting a fatal four-way, and we're getting two separate matches now. But I think it'll be fun. These two have been going at it, and so it'll be fun to see them kind of get to settle it in the ring or wherever it goes. Because hopefully it doesn't all stay in the ring. Hopefully we get some backstage stuff.
That would be about right. Let's have an unsanctioned match and they stay in the ring and we have submission moves.
Yeah. And I'm looking
sleeper hold 5 minutes in.
Fatu coming out in the daylight and I think that's gonna have a cool because I like when it gets dark in these manias, but those early matches, that first match with the daylight and the fans kind of fired up, it's always kind of fun. So. And it's in Vegas, so it's gonna be pretty early. It's gonna be 2 or 3 o'clock there. So it'll be, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, Fatu's gonna win it.
Well, I think too with the dome, you can play with the lighting a little bit, so you can do some fun stuff with the werewolf idea, right? Like you can really kind of play that up some, and you get a little bit of advantage there with the dark, right? Because you can play with the lighting a little bit. Again, it's not gonna be dark, but I think they can. I think you can still do some stuff with it and be cool and. It'll be interesting to see how many bagpipes Drew brings to the match and all that good stuff.
He should hit him with one. Hit him with a bagpipe.
Yeah. Just impale him with one.
All right, match 2, also on ESPN2. The 6-man tag between Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and ISO Speed, the Usos, and LA Knight. This has been an interesting one. Obviously, we talked about the eyes on this one with that. ISO Speed's little clip where LA Knight interrupts him at home. That was pretty funny. But it's just kind of funny how ISO Speed didn't want to be involved in this match, and he kind of has weaseled his way backwards into it. Like he kind of just was there and around, and it's almost like did he interact with Danhausen? Because I feel like that he's gotten some curse or something. He did.
Yeah, he did.
So. Yeah. So it's kind of like he's been affected here. He's cursed so many folks now. I'm losing track now. I know we've got the Miz and Kit Wilson. I know that, but I thought he had been cursed by him. So this one's interesting to me. Did y'all see the ISO speed, like the workout clips? Like he was training, like he looked pretty good in the ring. Now they edit them and they don't show all the other stuff, but I thought what they showed, this could be interesting. He's got some. Obviously, he's athletic, but
he's a semi-pro soccer player. He didn't get the name Speed for no reason. So
yeah, I know, but it always doesn't translate, right? I mean, you still have
to,
So I'm interested to see what he can do in the ring more than anything else. I think.
You don't remember what that time Braun speared his head off?
Oh yeah. Well, he didn't. He wasn't really an aggressor in that one, Brandon. I mean, I know he can take a nice spear.
Can he do it? Yeah. I expect him to do. I expect him and Logan Paul to do something crazy off the top or something.
Yeah. So it should be an interesting match. Now the question is, where's the win go? This one's tough. I'm going to send this one to Jeremy first and see what he thinks about this. Who do you think is going to take the win here, Jeremy? You got the. Are you going with the guys that are on YouTube, the YouTube Fanatics team? Or are you going to go with the wrestlers, the Usos and LA Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's going to be some really cool spots, right? Like, and I think I've seen some of the videos. I think it's Finley and Randy Orton that are training ISO speed, and there's some interesting, they're like, no, really hit me and some of that. So I think I like the fact, and again, the celebrity thing is not always my favorite, but I think they've done a more intentional job lately when there is a celebrity that they've actually put some time in the ring and not just like an accidental, like somebody's going to jump into a choke slam or, or whatever. And, take a bump or whatever. And so I like that part. And I think, again, his athleticism, I think we're going to see some cool stuff. But I think there's going to be I think it's going to be LA Knight and the guys taking the dub.
Okay. What about you, Kyle?
I'm happy LA Knight's on the card. I am so sick and tired of LA Knight and the Vision. I mean, I am beyond over it. I mean, they have been feuding for the better part of a year. Like, I am beyond over this feud. And the Usos, for that matter. Like, the Usos have been feuding with the same group of people for so long that I just truly do not care anymore. Like, I don't. Like, this is a WrestleMania match because you got the celebrity influence with ISO Speed. Logan Paul is going to garner a lot of attention. And then you have the Usos, who everybody's going to yeet all over the place. That's what they want to do. Austin Theory's in there to take the pin. And then you got LA Knight. So I'm happy that LA Knight's in there, but it just feels like not a gimmick match, but like this is for the entertainment value. Like, this is not a true, like, I don't think nothing's going to come out of this. Like, I think LA Knight and the Usos win because I think that's what, WWE wants that whole to yeet afterwards as well and do all that. But I'm kind of with Jeremy. Like, I think this wouldn't be so bad if we didn't have the other celebrity appearances throughout the rest of WrestleMania. Like, if this was it, then I would be more excited about it. I think it's going to be a great match, though. I think it's going to be entertaining. I think ISO Speed is going to do well in the ring. We know Logan Paul and everybody else in the ring we know can go. I think it's going to be a fun match, and it's going to do exactly what ESPN and WWE want it to do. It's going to get viewership, and it's going to do huge numbers, and there's going to be a viral moment out of it. So it's going to do everything they want. I'm just not over the moon about it.
So I have a question for you, Kyle. So do we think MFTs involved themselves in this match?
Oh, God.
They have been.
You just want to make this worse?
No. I'm just throwing this out there. Okay, they are not on the card that I can see.
Good.
They've been intertwined in a bunch of storylines. They ran into Fatu in the back, and they were mouthing with him. They were mouthing with the Usos.
I think that was just because they didn't have anything for them to do. I don't think they get involved. I don't think they get involved Saturday. Okay. I think maybe after Mania, maybe there's something. I think there could be something going on. I don't see them getting involved.
Because they've been mouthing about everybody in the family. They said, "Oh, you've been
right,"
and you've got Tama Tonga kind of like leaning like he's maybe sneaking out of the group too.
Right, but I think that's a story for after Mania. I don't think they need to be involved with anything going on.
I just want
at
to. I don't
Mania.
know if they will either. I just noticed they weren't on the card, and this would be a spot where they could come out and mess with the Usos and cost them.
Don't even put that out there, Brett. Don't even put it out there. We don't need any MFTs on the entire card. Stay far away from. Don't even let them in the state of Nevada. Don't even let them over there.
Oh man! All right, Brandon, what do you got?
Well, my hot take about the MFTs is I think Tama Tonga wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal on Friday.
Oh, okay. So that kind of gives him an out to be kind of on his own.
It plants the seeds, and then so as far as this match at Mania, yeah, we don't need any outside interference. Just let these guys kind of go at it. But I don't like this at all because we've made it clear that LA Knight and the Usos, especially Jay, they don't like each other. So why are they teaming up? Like,
but they're best friends now. They're all lovey-dovey together.
Yeah, that's not.
I feel like this is Sami Zayn. I feel like this is the Sami Zayn rewash, right? Like that one of the brothers likes one, but the other one doesn't, right? Like I feel like Jimmy's like, yeah, they're doing that with, and then Jay's like, nah.
Well, they're doing that with CM Punk too. Like they're doing that with everybody. And so yeah, I don't like that this. And then okay, so like the Usos were the tag champs, and then they lose to the Vision, and then so that now neither tag titles are being defended at Mania. And so why didn't you just run that match back?
The best tag division in WWE is the women's right now.
Yeah, who would have said that a few months ago, right?
I mean, we'll get to that match. That match is going to be pretty good.
I know, but that's the sad thing. Like, it is like who cares about the men's tag titles right now? They haven't built anybody.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think the only thing we need to keep in perspective is the only reason this is happening is because Ron Breakker and Bronson Reed are out. None of this right now, this match does not exist if it's not for those two guys being hurt, right? And again, I'm not bailing WWE out, but like this was something they had to change because you have to keep some kind of vision rolling for when they come back, right? And so I don't love it. I don't like it either. It's not my favorite thing, but I know why it's happening because they've got to keep the name of the vision somewhat relevant, right? So that when those guys come back, you haven't lost all momentum and, they're not hurt and this whole landscape is different. Matches that we have are completely changed, right? And,
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason for the injuries is part of the reason why they've swerved and moved away from some of the matches that we thought we were going to get.
Right, but it was going to be Braun and Seth, and then also since Braun wasn't available, you could have did Logan and Seth, and that would have been because we'll get to that mess too. Like
Seth, that's
yeah, and so we could have got I would have rather did Logan and Seth than this, but it was always supposed to be Braun and Seth. So Braun being hurt really didn't hurt this because make this happen because. Him being hurt actually should have made them pivot to Logan and Seth or somehow Theory and Seth, or somehow involved or do Logan and Theory against Seth and somebody, Seth and ISHO Speed or Seth and, there's things they could have did there. Like Seth's all over the NFL Network and everything. He could have had him and a football player. You could have got him and someone from the Raiders or Bears against Logan and Austin, and it would have been better than the two directions they went to with it. But yeah, so and then I didn't really know who I was going to pick in this match. But then with what Kyle said, and then I thought about it. So yeah, Austin Theory will take the pin. The Usos and LA Knight will win, and one of the Usos will get the pin. And then on Monday night they'll run it back, and we'll have a tag title rematch on the Raw after Mania, and that's when the top. Yeah,
good. I'm glad it's not not on SmackDown. Please don't jinx it to SmackDown.
That's
the Raw title.
After
the SmackDown titles are held by Priest and R-Truth.
Oh yeah, whatever their name is.
Wepa Up.
What up?
That's what it's called. Yeah, Wepa Up.
Up.
I'm hoping for some good things as I will be at the SmackDown after Mania. So.
Oh, you have SmackDown after Mania. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that one's in Dallas?
That's no Dickies. It's in Dickies.
Fort Worth, yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm with you guys. I don't know about like the Usos to me, like what are they? Do they like they like different people? They were kind of in the middle of Roman's thing for a while. Now they've got LA Knight hanging around them. They're all over the place for me. Maybe I thought they'd give them a tag run and maybe let them cook a little bit with the tag titles, but they really didn't. They gave them away pretty quickly. Go ahead, Kyle.
I think they're setting them up for. I think this is just a match to get through. I don't think the tag titles matter. Well, obviously they don't, but I think this is just something to get them through. I think there's a bigger story with Roman and the bloodline on the other side of Mania. Like, I think they're just getting them through right now because we saw Jay's going through a character transformation. Like, something's going on with Jay. We saw a couple weeks ago on Raw when he was the one directing traffic, telling Roman what to do and kind of being that Roman figure. So I think there's a transformation happening that we're just getting through Mania, and then we'll see more development after.
Okay, so tell me I'm crazy, but did they switch their music 1 week and then switch it back?
Yes, because nobody liked it.
It was terrible.
But now, did you hear it on Monday? Now it says it's just us, Oos, instead of it's just me, Oos. It says it's just us, which still sounds bad. They should have just left it alone. Just leave it alone. Yeah, but yes, they did change it 1 week, and then
I thought I was hearing things. I was like, "What is this music?" And I was like, "This is not good. Like, what are they doing?" And then the next week it was back, and I was like, "Maybe I imagine
they got Def Rebel."
I just want to know what dirt Def Rebel has on everybody in the WWE, because that is the only way they still have a job. They've got to know where the skeletons are or something, because it is awful. Like everyone, you're like,
about to see how Brett can segue now, because this is the perfect setup.
Oh, yeah. Oh. What am I haven't looked up to what I'm segueing to.
Well, because the next match would be Liv and Stephanie, who both have got their songs changed.
Oh, is it? Okay, so that's not the well, I don't know what the order of the card actually. Mine has the women's tag titles, the Fatal 4-Way that I'm going up on. Do they actually have a list of what they are? Do you
the one I'm looking at looks like I don't know if it's in order.
I'm on the WWE.com there. I'm on there. I'm just
that's
going
probably the actual order, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going from bottom up because because it has Cody and Randy at the top. So the next one I have is the women's tag titles. We mentioned the tag titles. They've got some. This is an interesting match. They've really built these teams. You have the Bellas back. You have Bayley and Lyra. Which
maybe.
Well,
Nikki's a game time decision. She who knows?
I think she shows up game time and her. I guess she's still dating the Eagle guy. Then he'll probably have her milk to hell.
No, that dropped her like a bad habit.
Oh, that's old.
He's with who's he? He's with somebody else now.
Oh, he's one of those.
That reminds me. Hold on. Continue.
Okay. We got everybody hates Nia and Lash at this point. And then you've got Charlotte, Alexa, Bayley, Lyra, and the Bella Twins. I think this could be a really, really fun match. There's a lot of stories. They've all kind of gone back and forth over the last, month or two here.
And I think Asuka Kyrie is your pivot if the Bellas don't get cleared. I think that Asuka and Kyrie would be your supplement, is what I've heard. That's the rumor I've heard. If the Bellas don't get cleared, that they would just throw in Asuka and Kyrie.
And that's
I've heard it would just be Io teaming up with Brie.
Okay.
Well, and here's the deal. So I thought over this whole time we've had the Asuka. This kind of reminds me that we've had the Asuka, thing where she is just basically treated Kairi Sane like a servant. I thought this could be this would have been a good spot to put them in this match, and then she turns on her and then we get them finally. At some point they've got to do that, right? I mean, they've got to pull the trigger. It's an easy feud that they've already been building up. This would have been a good Mania match. I thought they might pull it beforehand, but they haven't. But in this match, I don't know where they go here. I don't, as much as I love the Bellas. I don't think that's where you go with this. I don't think they just come back and all of a sudden. I think they're in this match to kind of give a good. Obviously, they're one of the original women's tag teams. They've done the thing with Charlotte and Alexa, and Nia and Lash have been successful as the champions. They're good heel champions, and they're I think they're. Now, eventually, I think at some point you split them and they have a match at some point. But it's done a good job of building Lash. I wasn't a huge fan of hers. I thought she was a really solid wrestler coming through NXT, but they've been a formidable team. I don't know where I'm going with this yet. I'm trying to talk myself through it. Does anybody know who they're going with right now that wants to make a selection? I don't really know. There's so many ways they could go with this. They've all beat each other over the last month. So I think it could go anywhere, really. I keep thinking they were going to break up, Charlotte and Alexa at some point, but they've been so successful as a team. They've been fun to watch. I think not to the same point, but kind of like Team Hell No with Daniel Bryan and Kane. Like at first they had that where they didn't like each other. There wasn't obviously the whole going to counseling and they had to, like they did back in the day, but they just didn't like each other, and it's kind of grown on each other, and they still are kind of like they're best friends, but they don't want to admit it that they are, type deal. Kyle, who do you like here? Do you have a favorite here in this match? This is a tough one.
Or know me, I could not care less about this women's tag division.
What a Debbie Downer. What a Debbie Downer.
I'm just keeping it real with you. I know you.
So somebody comes out in Eagles gear, and then all of a sudden they go change his team.
Oh, that's what I was going to show you. So look at this. So my buddy Alex at work, he got some trading cards, and he doesn't keep the Eagle ones because he's a hater. So I got this Saquon Barkley card. Oh, nice. Got this Devontae Smith.
It's because you've got your fuzzy background thing.
I know. That's fine. It's okay. I also got this. There's the one. Cool. Okay. And then he's probably about to be traded, AJ Brown. Anyway, so but back to the match. So the only reason this is interesting is because it's you don't know who's going to win. Here's my thing though. The women's tag titles are pointless. Like think about these teams, right? Like the Bella Twins are an actual team. Bayley and Lyra have been kind of just meshed together over the past few months. Charlotte and Alexa, again, not a true tag team, just meshed together. And then Lash and Nia, who again, not a true tag team, just thrown together. So my point being is yes.
So how long do you have to be a team before you can be a true tag team in your eyes?
So
I'm just asking.
Asking
for a friend.
What I'm saying are like
clearly birth.
What I'm talking about when I see a tag team, when Street Profits, when they were together, clothes were coordinated. They had matching colors and like they came up through NXT together, MSK up through NXT together. Like if you've been together for a period, like you didn't just get thrown together because you're not doing anything, I'm not doing anything, let's be a tag team. Like that's not a true tag team in my mind. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Now, going back, the Dudleys, the Hardys.
Okay, well, those are real high standards to set. That's real high standards to set, Carol.
I'm just saying that's my opinion of a tag team.
Well, I just give WWE credit because they have tried to build the women's division. We've talked about how bad it's been, and they would just throw people together. But at least these teams have been having matches together. They've been like together for a extended period of time. They didn't just throw these teams together and then make a WrestleMania match. So
and it's been the same teams fighting each other.
Well, they don't have very many.
They're four. Yeah. Okay, that's okay. So instead of trying to build up this division that you don't have enough people for, let's build up the mid-card titles. Instead of having AJ and Becky going at it all the time, build up some mid-card talent that can battle for that. Build up some other main event talent that can go after those titles. Like you had the U.S. title. Julia, build up some competition for her. You have all these women that can go after these individual titles. I guess.
Is she still a champ?
I have no earthly idea. But I'm saying so. But that's my point. Instead of dealing with these tag titles, you have all these incredible women that are great singles competitors. Have them go after singles titles instead of throwing them together in a tag match. But as far as this match goes, let's focus on this match. I don't think Nikki's going to be ready to go. Personally, I just don't think. And even if she is, she's not going to be able to do much in the match. So she's going to be protected in the match, I think. Why does it have to be a fatal four-way? Does it have to be a fatal four-way? So like if Nikki and if Nikki can't go, why do we have to have the Bellas in the match? Why do they have to be in there? Could you not just make it a triple threat with the three teams that are already in there? And if that's the case, then WWE dropped the ball because you're going to leave Io Sky off the card. You could have set up a match with her and Asuka, but you can't do that because you're waiting to see if Nikki Bella is going to be available so you can throw the Kabuki Warriors in the match when you don't have to have a fatal four-way.
You know who else isn't on the card? It's not Tiffy time. It's not on the card.
She's cold as ice. She's dealing with the U.S. title.
She's going to start teaming up with Chelsea Green.
Okay. Again, throwing random people together.
That's
anyway,
odd to me.
Let me pick a winner. I think Lash and Nia retain because it makes no sense to take them off. I mean, why give them to anybody else? They can keep them. I'm taking Lash and Nia. Rant over.
Okay, you're good. We appreciate your rants. Somebody's got to. No, I agree with you in one hand. I'm just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt that they have tried to do better, even though it may not be the best idea. They obviously want the tag titles for women's because they want to have that because the men's have one. That's why they've done the mid card titles. Yeah, well, they do have two too many. All right, Brandon, what are you thinking here?
I always thought this was going to be the lighter match. I always thought the women's tag titles would be the lighter match when they made the Intercontinental, which I'm more excited about. But I was, if they were going to take them off, the only one I could see them, get a pop, do like Bay Lyra, but I don't think. I think Lash and Nia retain here. You can get the big weekend for Lash and Trick, and then they can go do their media tour next week with their titles, and I think Lash and Nia retain. I think it'll be a fun match. I mean, you got a mix. You got some. Well, it depends who if it's a Bella, two Bellas, no Bellas. You got a fun mix of people in this match, and the entrances will take a while because there's 8. Because I think it's part of the teams being thrown together is at least like a lot of them have their own entrances. They don't have joint entrances.
Oh, you mean they don't have joint entrances because they're not a tag team?
Well,
National do.
It could be worse, KO. They could just throw together a random intro music for the two together and it'd be terrible.
Yeah, do we really want to go there? We don't want to go there. Like, I'd rather take a mismatch and smash together, theme song of two people that don't, than another Def Rebel.
Just the theme songs lately, some of these have not been good. So let's
it's bad when your 4th grader goes, Dad, this one's not good. You like if he can figure out it's not good, like it ain't good, In general, he's pretty pumped just to see somebody beat on somebody on WWE. But when he's like, this is not a good song, I'm like, yeah, buddy. Just get used to it. Buckle up.
All right, Jeremy, who you got here?
All right, so I think I would love to see another Charlotte Alexa run. I just don't know that it happens. Of the 4, I don't know. I'm just not a Nia fan. Like I don't know. Just not. Something about it doesn't. I don't know. Anyway, it's a whole other story. But limited. She's kind of that limited skill set kind of thing. And but I think Charlotte and Alexa would get the biggest pop if you go there. I think you run the Bailey Lyra, like Bailey keep going with like I'm keep getting screwed at these pay-per-views, like you know what I mean? Like I think you can kind of run with that, like and almost go back to heel version of Bailey, less maybe crazy version, but I think you can do more with her character for her losing than you would winning. But I think they retain. I just would like to see the switch to Charlotte and Alexa. I just think that worked well, and it was one of those unexpected things that probably nobody really thought would work, but let's try it, and it worked well. And so, but I'm going to say that the retain happens, but I would like the title to change.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Nia Jax. I mean, I think I like what they're doing with Lash because they're trying to, bring her in and kind of have someone bring her through the ranks, I think. And instead of having her kind of just, taking pins and not getting any kind of action on the lower card, she's kind of on Nia's coattails a little bit. I don't know, and y'all can tell me, but we had the Bailey thing a while where she had the split personality. Where'd that go? Did it just disappear one week? Or was it it split? Yeah, there you go. I don't know. It was they had it, and then it was cool. I was like, you had Hugger Bailey, and then you had the
You thought that was cool?
Well, it was something different. Like,
well, it was definitely different.
I liked it. I liked it.
I mean, it was okay. It was okay.
Because Bailey,
I thought it ran its course.
Kind of got, but they never really used it.
They kind of just dropped it off.
Yeah, they never really used it. They did a few times where she'd switch in a match, and I thought that was cool. Like she'd get slapped and she'd just start going off, and I don't know. They just kind of dropped that all of a sudden, and then she's back. Lyra is back with her, and they're all happy go lucky again. That was weird.
Lyra's got a little crazy to her too. I could see them being a heel team, but Lyra's got a little crazy to her.
And I've always liked Bailey. She's great in the ring. When they've given her some good character direction, she's a great asset to have. I just don't know what they're doing with them right now. I feel like you've got everyone hates Lash Legend and Nia, and you've got 3 teams with identity crisis. I don't know. Charlotte and Alexa, sometimes they have heelish tendencies, sometimes they don't. Same thing with Bailey. And then you got, I don't know, that Nikki was a straight up heel until Brie came back. I mean, she had gone off the deep end and was, she took Stephanie, wasn't it Stephanie Vicaire she was feuding with, right? She straight up went heel on her, and then all of a sudden Brie came back and they're happy go lucky again. I don't know. I think the retain happens and I hope that they can build some of these teams. Like either they need to do some character work with them or spin this off with some storylines out of this somehow. Because I just don't know where you go from here. You can't just keep having them fight. I feel like the last 5 or 6 weeks, we've had small versions of this match every week on TV. Am I all totally off on that? I mean, it's one of those, hey, let's put this against this person. Oh, the next week it's this person versus this person. Everything except the tag match. And I feel like you do that too much, then by the time you get to the match, they've all fought each other so many times. Like you're just ready for it to end and not be excited about it. So that's how I feel about this match. I'm ready for this to be over with. I think it could be an entertaining match because you have some good people in this match that can put on a good match. But I'm not as excited about it as I thought I'd be because I'm just kind of tired of it. But I think they're going to keep it with Lash and Nia too. I think that's just I just don't think anything else really makes a ton of sense. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll find something. Maybe we'll have one of those crazy Hubbard's type storylines that comes in here. I don't know, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, next one up here. We're staying in the women's division. We've got AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. I'm looking forward to this match. I've been excited about this one for a while. I feel like we've done it a few times, but this is WrestleMania, right? I feel like they're going to pull out a lot more stops. I think AJ has probably put in a few more hours in the gym with work on her moves and everything. I think every match that I've seen her, I feel like she's gotten better. You can tell some of the ring rust has come off, and so I'm excited about this one. I don't know, like I feel like that if they go back to Becky again, she's been the champ a million times. I just don't know, but I think AJ has a chance. I think she's going to want to go take that belt and continue to challenge others, maybe get some matches that we thought we wouldn't see. So I don't know if that's with or without the belt. Brandon, you're shaking your head, so I know you have an idea who you're going with here. Give us your dirt sheet. Where are you leaning here?
This is the easiest one of the night.
It's
Becky.
Okay.
Did you watch Raw there night?
I did, but I didn't finish it.
This was, I think, pretty early. They showed like a 10-minute montage of AJ tapping Becky out. That's all they showed, just AJ getting the best of Becky, AJ getting the best of Becky. Becky's winning this one. Becky's winning this. Like I don't see any. AJ's had her, and then we'll see what she can do after this because like it was easy. You bring her back to throw her in a feud with the person who their husbands were feuding. That was an easy bring back. But now what can she do? Can they build with her something else? Can she have, it's been a while. This one was easy. Now what do you do with her? Who can she feud with that it sticks? But yeah, Becky's winning this.
And she's got some matches that she's already said she wants to do, with different talent that she hasn't.
Yeah.
She's got lots of things she can do. So
yeah, we've never seen her with any of these women pretty much. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. But she didn't need the title for it, and I think Becky gets it back here. And I want to see Becky back in a world title picture soon too. And I think maybe at SummerSlam we get, I think she goes a couple months with this, and then maybe drops it to some. We're about to get a new batch of women on the main roster. I know JC Jane, Blake Monroe, Sol Ruka, I think, and so one of them maybe can take it off of Becky, near SummerSlam, and then she can get back in that, challenging a Liv or a Stephanie or Jade or Rhea, whoever has it at the time. So
yeah, and she hasn't had a ton of matches with those girls. Like, it's kind of a new batch. There's some of those that she's fought, but not all of them. So there's some good matches there. Yeah. All right, Jeremy, who you got?
I do not want Becky to win this title. I'm tired of Becky in the Intercontinental. I don't know. It just feels like wash, rinse, repeat. I don't want her to win it. I think she needs to move on to something else. I'd rather her go fight Julia for the U.S. title and stay off get out of the way. Something other than, I don't know. It's not that I don't like Becky. I don't know. The character is not my favorite that she's currently running. Like the whiny. I don't know. I don't know. I think I want AJ Lee to win this one. I want her to keep going, and I want her to kind of make it like the open challenge kind of thing, like who's next, right? And let her run with it for a while and give her a chance to go. So I'm going to go AJ Lee with the win. And then I think she's going to do a similar to the open challenge thing. And some of these new people coming up are going to take a run at her and, give her a chance to knock more ring rust off and to kind of make somebody else, that next comer, look good and kind of go there. So that's going to be my prediction. So.
Okay. KO.
I'm with Brandon. There's no reason AJ Lee should win this match. She's never around. She's come back. Since she's come back, she's had 4 matches. 2 singles matches, one against Becky, one against AJ Lee. That's it. She has done nothing since she's been back. Or against Becky and Bailey. I'm sorry. Sorry. But
she fought herself.
She's done nothing since she's come back. And so, why keep the title on someone that's not around? That's great. She wants to have matches with all these people. Have them. Show up to work. Let's have some matches. But here's the thing. You have Bailey, who she's wanting to have a match. She already had a match with Bailey, but she's in a tag team with Lyra. If AJ wants to fight Charlotte or Alexa, they're in a tag team. So what are you going to do with that? Like, unpopular opinion. I like AJ Lee. Don't know why she's back. I don't see a need for AJ Lee in 2026 on WWE television. Like you just mentioned, all the young ladies coming up. That's your talent. That's who you need. I don't think you need AJ Lee to put these women over. Like I don't think she has that same star power that she used to have, in my opinion. I'm a fan of what Becky's doing. Like I think Becky's done some of her best work recently with what she's been having to carry this feud basically and keep everything going. I'm a fan of what Becky's doing. I think Becky wins it, and she can be the one, like Brandon was talking about, with these young group of girls that are coming in. Build one of them up to take the title from Becky. Becky's going to make the title better. Build them up so they can take the title, and then it elevates them as well. If I don't see AJ Lee again after this, I will not be disappointed. That's all I'm saying.
I got something real quick. Like, so, and I agree with Kyle, but I was good with her. Like, that's why I said she came back for this purpose, the whole Becky thing with, Seth and Punk. And I thought it worked well. It was good to have her come back. You have the cool pop on SmackDown, and this has been good, but like long-term, like Kyle said, you don't need, but here's one thing though, regardless who wins, that could be interesting. I don't know if it'll happen, but what if with AJ or Becky winning, what if after the match, Paige comes back. I'd like to see her again. I mean, she's got history with both of them, and have her come back and face one of them for the Intercontinental title at Backlash or wherever. But Paige return at WrestleMania would.
Or she just attacks both of them. She just attacks both of them. Then they're going to probably throw a triple threat in there.
Yeah. Well, I don't even need her to come attack. Just have that music come, have her stand on the stage. Crowd goes nuts. She leaves. Or maybe we see her, Raw on Monday, but Mania after Raw after Mania, you never know what you're going to get. So,
yeah, I'm torn on this. I like all y'all's points though. I'm with Jeremy. I like the fact that I think AJ Lee could call out. I like that open challenge thing. I think Becky Lynch doesn't need this Intercontinental title. I think AJ may need the belt for some matches to really make sense. I don't think Becky needs a belt. I think she could go after any belt right now that she wants. That's why I'm leaning toward AJ Lee, not and Becky Lynch. How many times has she been the Intercontinental champion before it just gets old? I mean, she's already been in twice, right? And she won and lost it a couple times. So this will be like her third reign here in the last however long. I know y'all mentioned what was she gonna go next, AJ. So if she has the belt, there's an automatic way to get a feud started with anyone where she could build some feuds. I don't think Becky needs the belt as much as AJ needs it. I think AJ needs the belt more than Becky for feud purposes right now. So that's where I'm going. I'm going with AJ just because I think that is where I'd like to see it go. Now, if it goes the other way, they'll figure out a way to make some feuds. But I just think naturally Becky Lynch can just go, start jumping somebody or come out. They hate her right now. She could be in a feud with anyone. I think AJ will be in a good feud, but I think she doesn't necessarily have the same ability as Becky Lynch right now. As she's just come back, it'll be a natural feud starter. So maybe she comes out like Brandon said, or like Jeremy said, and calls somebody out, and you get some of these young people that just put her to the limit, and she gets a feud with somebody, and maybe she puts over somebody like JC Jane or Sol Ruka or somebody coming up to give them a boost to the next. Because I mean Becky Lynch could do the same thing, but I don't think she needs the belt to do so. I think AJ needs the belt more right now. Just my opinion.
And I know I'm in the minority, but I like BJ. I mean, I like Becky's current song. I know I'm in the minority, and I liked her old one, but I like her current song. I like how she comes out, sings it with that cocky swag. So
yeah, I mean it's okay. I mean there's been a lot worse ones coming out lately. I mean,
well, this was in a Def Rebel. This is it's a band called the Wonder Years, so it's it's a real song, and I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Next one on my list here. This one is let's see, is it the most? I think it's up there, and then the top couple of most confusing matches. Why are we having this match? Seth Rollins and Gunther. This is a head scratcher. It's like, hey, Seth Rollins is back. Who can we throw in there? Oh, we've got somebody that's the career killer. Let's kill. Wait, we don't want to kill Seth Rollins' career. Why does this match make any sense at all? I don't understand it. Does Gunther did Paul Heyman pay him some money? That was never brought up. If he'd have been like, hey, I paid Gunther to take Seth Rollins out, at least it somewhat makes sense, right? He paid him something to go to. Why does Gunther not someone enlighten me? Why does Gunther not like Seth Rollins? Did I miss something?
I mean, I don't know. And he said something about how Seth dresses stuff, but now Seth's dressing pretty normal with just all black. So, but it was supposed to be Seth and Braun. Braun's not ready yet. And I was surprised Seth was ready. So, but then I think they wanted to do Gunther and Brock, but Brock's like, well, I'm not losing to him. So they're not doing that now. And there's no career for him to end because they didn't have nothing for Gunther and they didn't have nothing for Seth. So I was like, oh, throw it together. It makes zero sense, but they didn't have nothing for either one. And you got to have them both on the card. So they throw them together. I don't like it. And I could care less about this match. I'm going to go with Seth because it doesn't make sense for either of them to lose or win. But I'm going to go with Seth. I don't see it. It doesn't make sense to have Gunther win if you're not ending the career right now.
Well, What about this,
And you just
Brandon?
brought Seth back. So
I wonder how close Braun Breaker is. If he can't wrestle, but he could come out and spear Seth Rollins and interfere in this match where no one loses.
I hope so.
Like, I feel like that's the best scenario here. Neither one of these guys you need losing right now. You're trying to build Seth up, and then you've just put Gunther over, AJ Styles and John Cena, and then you have him lose. I don't know. I think this match is a DQ. I'm not sure which way it's going to go because I guess he's attacking. I guess he's going to attack Seth Rollins. So I'm going to say DQ. Seth Rollins gets attacked, and he gets the win because of the DQ. I don't know.
I'll just say Seth wins, however it happens.
Yeah, that's my theory.
Austin.
I think Gunther wins it, but I think he wins it because of the outside influence. Whether it's Theory and Logan Paul coming back and taking him out, or if it's Braun Breaker, whoever it is, I think there's a distraction. I think he gets taken out, and then I think Gunther capitalizes, and nobody counts it as a loss for Seth because one or two guys jump in and make that happen, right? So then, Seth's not really getting beat. He got taken out, and then you've got, Gunther gets a win, but is it really a win? Because did he really beat him, or is it just because of the influence, right? So you don't lose credibility necessarily. You don't really build anybody too much. You kind of just keep things the way they were. And I don't like the Gunther angle. I don't think there's anything in it. I think they could have really done some work, like you said, behind the scenes of Heyman coming to Gunther and promising some things. Hey, listen, if you take this on for us, here's what I'm going to make sure happens. And maybe they air that at some point, but it would have been nice to get some teases of that, right? Like some backstage communication more than just the once or twice we saw something before it all went down, and, really lead into this, where is this going for Gunther? What benefit is for him to join up with these guys or whatever, or help them out? What's it going to do for him?
Yeah, I'm with you. I just think the ref, I guess I give the ref too much credit. Kyle probably thinks the ref's not going to see it. we probably should err on the fact the ref's not going to see the interference because he just happened to be distracted and
he got taken out or something.
But
this is an AEW. I give the WWE refs a little bit of a doubt unless they get knocked down. So
that's true.
Or unless they get cursed.
Who you got here?
Well, you're wondering why this match is happening, and y'all alluded to it, but it's injuries. They were supposed to be Seth and Braun. Then it was supposed to be Seth and Bronson as a backup, and then he got hurt too. So I think they could have just left Seth off the match or off the card completely and let him continue to heal. But then it was supposed to be Gunther and Ray, and then Ray allegedly got hurt, but then they threw him in a ladder match. So
a ladder match. Hey, I'm injured. Really? Let's put me in a ladder match.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really know what happened there with the whole Gunther thing. But if you wanted a random match for Gunther, why not have Gunther and Ilya Dragunov go out there and just put on a banger for 25 minutes? Why wouldn't you do something like that instead of forcing an angle that makes absolutely no sense? But what I'll give credit to WWE for is I think I know where they're going. Maybe. I'm going to give them too much credit, but I think I know where they're going. So we saw a segment with Gunther and Paul Heyman backstage where Gunther was like, Paul Heyman said, thank you big time. I owe you big time or whatever. And Gunther said, you owe me all right. Down the line at SummerSlam, Gunther, the career killer, kills Brock Lesnar's career. That's the favor that he wants from Paul Heyman. That's why he attacked Seth Rollins. Does it make sense? No, but they can weave it in to where it at least makes some type of sense and we get the Gunther and Brock match out of it. That's where I think they're going with all this. So I'm going to say that we see the return of the masked men at Mania. I think 4 or 5 of them come out around the ring and Gunther's like, oh no, I'm going to get attacked. And then one of them rips off the thing and Braun spears Seth. And then the ref's going to be distracted, clearly, because he's going to be on one side of the ring trying to get one of the masked men off. And then Braun's going to spear the hell out of Seth on the backside. And then everything's going to change. So I think Gunther wins with help from Braun Breaker. And it's all the setup for Gunther and Brock at SummerSlam.
Well, and I think you talked about the Rey Mysterio thing. I think the pivot there, too, was that Rey wants Dominic to end his career. right? And so I think you can't have Gunther fight Rey Mysterio and beat him, because then that's you've built this guy up as a character that ends careers, right? Like if he wins it legit, and so you can't have the Rey angle even if he was cleared, because now you're saying Rey's done and Rey's saying I'm not done, right? So I think they're doing that out of respect. I think they're going to let Dominic be the one that puts him down and kind of ends it whenever that time comes, probably within the next year-ish, probably is the deal there too. So.
All right. Women's World Championship match next up here. You got Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan. What a head injury from the other night, guys. Goodness gracious. There were some eggs on the foreheads of Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. That was I didn't really notice it until I went back and watched some of the replay clip, and you could hear it. That was rough.
And then Liv Monday's got the double black eyes from it. He had some under eye marks. You could tell.
She's
meme potential with her actions there now were great.
Yeah, I'm going Liv here. I think it's just her time. I think she takes it, and eventually, I think Roxanne turns on her, and we get Liv Roxanne. I don't know how far down the line. Maybe it could be SummerSlam.
Roxanne or Raquel?
No, I think Roxanne Perez is next. I don't want Raquel near the title. I'm not. She's got her Big Daddy Cool thing going or whatever. I want to see Liv versus Roxanne.
Big sexy. All right, Big Mommy sexy.
Okay,
right.
I'm sorry to offend you, KO, but I think that's the match I want to see. I want to see Liv versus Roxanne. I think that would be a banger match. So I'm going to go with Liv here. I think she maybe keeps the title for a while. And then Roxanne finally gets tired of being second fiddle, and she turns, and we get a match down the line, hopefully at SummerSlam. All right, who you got, Kyle?
First off, I know Brandon alluded to this earlier with the music thing. Stephanie Vaquer has come out and said she absolutely hates her theme music and wishes she fought for it to not be.
Did you see the CVV interview?
I didn't see the whole thing. I just know that I saw a clip from it that said she absolutely hated it and requested and begged for it to not be changed. And they still were like, nope, we're changing it. And it's absolutely horrible. Like it is terrible. And then Liv apparently is going to be coming out to her new song, Trouble. So she's apparently going to be coming out to that song now, which it's one of those. From what I've only heard it a couple of times. It's one of those that's going to get stuck in your ear because it's catchy. Like it's a catchy tune that's going to get stuck in your ear. Is it great? No. Does she look fantastic in it? Absolutely. It's Liv Morgan. But the song lacks a little bit to be desired. But she also said she didn't like her theme song. I kind of like the Watch Me theme song that she has. So we'll see. But as far as the match goes, I think they've done a very good job of making it feel like these two genuinely do not like each other. Like I think at the start of it, I wasn't excited about the match, but as these past couple of weeks, especially with Stephanie coming out and attacking Liv and Liv coming out and attacking Stephanie, and it's been violent. Like it has been violent, and I think it's going to be a violent match on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. I think storyline wise, it makes more sense for Liv to win. But I'm kind of with Brandon. I don't think it's so much Roxanne. I think we will get a Liv and Roxanne program. I think Raquel's the bigger picture. I think Raquel's been in the background long enough where she's going to step forward. She challenged Stephanie Vaquer. And I think she's going to see Liv win that title, get jealous, and we're going to see something there. Maybe Liv and Roxanne are together to go against Raquel, and then we get Liv and Roxanne after that. But I think Liv wins on Saturday.
Okay. Jeremy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Vaquer fan. Like, I think she's great. I think she's got her character work is great. Again, her theme song, her new one's terrible. The Liv Trouble thing, it's very auto-tuney. It's all the things you'd expect from that kind of, it's like it kind of harkens back to the Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, like, I mean, again, and I think they played really well into that, right? And I would love to see Vaquer retain just because I think she's great, but I think it's going to be Liv. And then I think Vaquer can do other things. I think they may move her to the other brand, right? Like you could do some different things with her too and move her around a little bit. I don't know what you do, but I think Liv does win this one, and I think it's going to be kind of one of those hook and crook kind of things again. I think Roxanne and Raquel are a distraction, right? Whether they actually get involved or not, I think it's going to be one of these things where Vaquer is kind of fighting three battles, battles on three fronts, and it ends up costing her this time. But this is the one feud where, like, I have to remind myself, like, I don't know that they really do hate each other, but they've played it really well. Like most of the time you can kind of look at it and go, But this one, you're like, I'm not sure, they might really not like each other. Like there's a good chance that they don't hang out. You know what I mean? And so I think they've done a good job of like really doing it, playing it up well.
I mean, if I get my head slammed to get somebody else's head by somebody else, I don't think I like them too much at all. I mean, that
cost me a TV.
Oh man, goodness. All right, Brandon, who you got? You got the sweep here.
Yeah, I got Liv. I'm looking forward to this match too. I think they've built it pretty well, and these are two. They're both great in the ring, both great in the mic. I mean, Stephanie. I watched that full Chris Van Vliet interview yesterday, and her English is just. She talked about how she works on it daily, and she's done a great job. So her promos keep getting better and better too. They were great regardless, but now she's a star. But I think because there's so much they can do with Liv, and it's not going to hurt Stephanie to lose it. Like if they do it, they're not going to bury her. So and the Devil's Kiss is going to go hard in front of that Mania crowd. That place is going to be rocking. So if they get people there, we'll see. If McAfee and Dodge got some people to buy some tickets. But I think I'm looking forward to this one, and then like Kyle said about I think that they could do the Raquel thing at Backlash, and then still go Roxanne at SummerSlam. So you got 4 months, 5 months till SummerSlam, so you got time to do some stuff. So and you got a few shows in between. So we'll see. The Judgment Day could crumble, could keep crumbling. So, but I think Liv wins this and gets her title.
Well, you mentioned the ticket sales. I mean, I think it hurts them. I know they wanted this back to back in Vegas, but like WrestleMania is a big event, and I think the intrigue about these big events is they travel around to different cities, and so it's like the next time they come, I want to go. I've never been to one in Dallas. I haven't gotten to go to the other two. So when it does come back around, I want to go. But like, it's not, if it was every year, I probably wouldn't buy tickets every year. Now, Vegas is a little different because there's a lot of people that travel in and out of there. But I think, part of the intrigue of these big events is they kind of move around and they're not here every year. I think that, to me, that's why I think they're having more trouble selling tickets, is because it's back to back in the same place 2 years in a row. I mean, I think if you space them out, then you don't have as much trouble.
I think if the tickets were cheaper and it was in Vegas, the ticket sales wouldn't be bad. It's the prices that are absolutely astronomical. To take a family of 4 to a WrestleMania for 2 nights, airfare, hotel stay, food, all you got to do, it's going to cost you at least $2 or $3 grand. Like that is on the low side of things. Like, and that's ridiculous. If they would lower, they have done every gimmick imaginable to try and ramp up ticket sales. 25% off, 3.16 whatever on 3/16 day. Like they've done everything possible. They had Pat McAfee as a heel come out and tell everyone, hey, ticket sales are 25% off. Whenever has a heel come out and said, hey, I'm going to give you 25% off? That's how desperate they are to sell tickets. They've done everything except lower the damn prices. The easiest thing to do, lower ticket prices, and they will not do it. I hope it is the worst gate ever in WrestleMania history.
Oh, so but it'll still be the best gate because the tickets are like out and
expensive. Well, it's the worst attendance though.
But I think Vegas is just cost prohibitive, right? Like it's not even just the tickets. Like Vegas itself has become cost prohibitive. Back in the day, you could go to Vegas and you could get away with not gambling and go to the casinos and eat well and cheap, right? And that's even changed. So I think it's just all the way around. Like
if we all could make the Matt Diggs money, I think I saw him picture and he's in Vegas. I don't know if he's attending the event or
No, yeah, I don't think he goes. I think he just goes all the way up into, and I think he flies back. I think he flies back at Saturday at lunchtime.
Man, stay the whole time and then don't go to the event. I guess that saves him some money.
Yeah, but I mean, but see, like that's the thing is like Kyle and I, we both went to WrestleMania, but I didn't do any of the WrestleMania week stuff. Did you do, Kyle? You just went to the event, right?
Yeah, we didn't do like the WWE World or anything, but we went to Stand and Deliver. The NXT show.
Yeah.
It was at,
but WrestleMania week is a huge thing. There's so many events and stuff. Yeah. See, like, so that's what he can do. There's so many things. There's like a lot of there's different shows. There's different like they do like the Undertaker stuff and they do the Tony Hinchcliffe. They do like a bunch of and then there's all the like a bunch of indie promotions do shows and stuff, and so they really. Like WrestleMania week's a huge thing. So like, even if you don't go to the show, you can like people come just to kind of like going to the Final Four. A lot of people go to Final Four week, but they don't actually go to the games. Yeah. There's a lot of parties and stuff to go along with it. But yeah, so and not only the ticket prices that's a big. But if it was just one night again, you could do it for one night, but having to buy those for 2 nights.
Well, because like
you don't get a deal. It's you're paying the same price both nights, so that doubles. What you're paying.
Did y'all notice that they did the 25% off was for Saturday night? It wasn't for both nights. So it's like, hey, let's do 25%.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so you got to pay full price for that second night, KO. Yeah. No discounts on night 2. You got to.
Brock ain't cheap, bro. Brock ain't cheap.
Yeah.
If you want Brock Lesnar, you got to pay full price.
Some people just go the one night. Some people go the one night and then watch the other on TV. So.
I guess so. I just feel like if you go one night, you go for both. I mean, I know they're expensive, but hey, if you're gonna fork out the money and you travel there, you might as well just go ahead and do both.
Well, if you travel there, but I'm saying if you're there, like when it was in Dallas, I mean, might only just be able to go one because it's right there. So, but like I ended up getting to go to both. But one night I went for free as media, then the other night I bought a ticket. So.
Yeah,
okay. Dude, we sat not nosebleed, but like third level at AT&T Stadium, and we were on the side of the stage. Like we couldn't even see the front of the stage, and those tickets were over $100. I saw a ticket price online the other day of a floor seat for WrestleMania. $16,000 for a ticket.
Let me just sell a couple organs. Goodness gracious!
Ticket. Yeah, I saw the get in,
and there's going to be 8 people in front of you that could be taller than you that you may not even see anything. Right, like you're going to look up. I mean,
well, I saw the get in. Just the top seat in the whole like top row was like $650. Was the cheapest.
Ooh.
They're trying to charge Super Bowl prices, and it's just not. It doesn't work in the same way.
What's 25% of $650?
Mm-hmm.
Math people.
$325.
$160 off,
something like that.
Yeah,
something like that. So you're going to pay $500.
It's still about $450.
Yeah. Thanks, WWE.
Yeah,
helping me out there.
Thank you.
Just half a house payment.
I think, those are resale prices. I hadn't looked at actual Ticketmaster, but yeah.
Kyle, don't pay rent this month. Just buy you a WWE ticket for one night. I mean,
Yeah, no big deal.
You could ride out to Vegas.
Airbnb your apartment there. Rent it out for a couple of nights to somebody. And
I don't like people. No, we're not doing that.
Okay, well, speaking of 25%, let's move on to the main event of Saturday's card. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton with Pat McAfee. Did not see this storyline coming. Pat McAfee hadn't been on air for a while. He comes back and kicks somebody in the balls. I mean, I guess that's his thing.
Punt.
His punt. Yeah. Hadn't seen Pat heel in a while. He had a heel run with in NXT,
Adam Cole,
I believe, with Adam Cole when they did that match. That was the last time I really have seen him heel. Surprisingly, he's a big popular guy on ESPN and going heel. This is an interesting move.
Well, he's popular,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people that don't like
Yeah,
him.
it's true.
Yeah, especially like the game day people that watch the game day hate him. Like, so,
Yeah,
like
I guess
if
there's
you
that.
look
I
at
guess
social
there's
media, a lot of people hate him.
Yeah,
And people hate him on commentary. I like him. I'm a Pat McAfee person.
I love him on commentary. He does great on commentary.
Yeah, search Twitter when he's on something. Everybody, it'd be way more negative than positive.
But there's one thing that's true about Pat, and he draws eyes, right? If people, you either love him or you hate him, but you can't tune away from him, right? And I think that's what they're trying to, obviously, with the ticket prices and all that. Now, I did read some things that like he went off script and like said some things that weren't in his promo. So I guess they gave him a little bit of leniency there on that. But this match, which kind of started off a little strange, Cody and Randy, I'm interested to see where they go with this. More for the story, not the match. Obviously with the stipulation of Pat not coming back, I think that just tells me Randy's got to win this match. So I'm going with Randy here. He gets the 15th title. Where will they go with this storyline is what I'm intrigued with. Not necessarily what they do in the match. I'm interested to see where they go with this. There's a lot of possibilities here. Any thoughts on this? We'll start with you, Brandon. What are you thinking here?
I mean, it's Cody Randy. They have a long history and they didn't need the extra stuff. But I wasn't bothered by it as I know one of you are, maybe both of you are going to be bothered by the McAfee involved. But I didn't like that because the royal family thing, that didn't make sense. But like, I'm just waiting. I'm kind of laying back and waiting to see where it goes. Like, talk to me next week to see how it lands or where it goes from here. And before I like crap on it. And, a bunch of people, when it first happened, they crapped on McAfee. Well, he even came out and said he didn't want it. They brought him the idea and he said no at first. He didn't want to do it. But then they said, hey, no, we really need. And yes, I'm good with him but he could have been involved in a different story, but we'll see where it goes. But it's Cody Randy. It's going to be a good match. I think the bigger issue probably in here is the Jelly Roll thing. We'll see where he involves in it, because I always thought he was going to have a match on Mania. It was going to be him and somebody against Miz and Kit Wilson, like him and Danhausen against Miz and Kit Wilson. I thought they were going to do something like that, but now they're putting Jelly Roll in this too, and so that's where it gets kind of. I don't really have Pat's there all the time. I mean, he hadn't been lately, but he's been there, and I think he's going to do a good job and do the best with it, his ability with it. But when you add Jelly Roll, and then we'll see who else shows up, or I don't know. I'm gonna just sit back and watch and let's see what happens. I'm picking Orton. I think Orton wins number 15. I always thought, Triple H ain't gonna let him tie him, but I think this is the time, and I think Orton gets number 15. So, and I'm interested too that they had the whole. To see if there's more layers to the Stephanie McMahon dynamic of it, because she came out and talked to Cody. If there's a Triple H part, if there's a Shane McMahon part, if there's who knows, or if there's any other layers to it.
Jeremy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Pat McAfee. I don't like where they put him in here because, like you said, it was Royal Family. My whole thing when I heard the phone call, I thought it was Ric Flair. Like, that was my first thought. Like, Royal Family, he was involved. I mean, all that was in part of that whole evolution, right? Like, all that stuff was in there. You got the history between the two guys. Like, you didn't need it, the Pat McAfee angle. I know that. I wonder if like TKO came in and said like, no, we can't have. I don't know. I don't know where the machinations were in that. Again, it's nothing against Pat McAfee. I actually like him overall. I think he does a pretty good job. I just don't think you needed him in this part. I don't think you needed him here. And I know they did it. It's done. It's whatever. The weird thing, so I was looking at this earlier. Cody has lost the last 3 PLEs. That's your quarterback, your QB1. And again, can you have him lose a 4th one in a row? I don't know. Right now, I think that Randy should have gotten this title before this. I don't think they should have put the belt back on Cody. I think Randy should have had the title from someone else before. I think he should have gotten 15 before anything ever happened with Cody. And then I think Cody should have been the guy to take it off of him. Like, I think Randy should have been the one that beat John Cena. if you want to go back farther. I think that would have been a good angle to go with and let that happen. But we are where we are. I just don't know. I think that Randy wins it because you got to get into the 15. But I also don't know how you can have the guy that's supposed to be your lead guy or one of your lead guys lose this many PLEs in a row. That's the weird part to me. I think that's the thing that was strange about giving Cody the belt and then how this all kind of came around. It just seemed very like, oh, crap, that's not what we meant. Now we got to pivot, And again, I think it's been the story of WrestleMania leading up is the pivoting with injuries and different angles and things. I think there's been a lot of, and I think Paul Heyman even made a comment not long ago about you should be thinking about who's gonna be a player in WrestleMania 43, but when you're planning 42. And I think he was kind of being like a little bit critical of somebody else just handcuffing them and not allowing them to plan that far ahead, right? Like it's almost like things are being come up with as things change and there's not a lot of direction there. And so I think there's too many cooks in the kitchen, right? And TKO has probably got their hands way too deep in this to let things go. And so I think that's part of it. So I think that's the only downside of this. I think it would have been a great match without any of this other stuff. It didn't need all of it. I think Randy does win. I just don't know that you can. I don't know. I like both of them. I think that's the hard part, right? Like both of these guys are two guys I really enjoy watching. And again, Randy's not the same guy he was, but I think the killer instinct of Randy part, bringing that part back, kind of hides some of those things that he can't do as well anymore that he used to be able to do, right? So I think you can get away with some of that. But I think Randy wins it. I don't know. I just don't know what you do after that with Cody.
Okay. Kyle, you going with the sweep or are you on your own island?
Well, they've already given it away. Randy's winning. They've already said the match for Backlash is Jelly Roll and Cody versus Randy and Pat. So for that, in order for that to happen, they've already given away the winner. So, but that's the minor issue of all this. Let me break all this down for you. You got time? I got time. Listen. All right.
Go hard out at 11.
Well, listen, we get into it. Listen, so this whole thing could have been avoided. Like this was put on a silver platter. You have the story, Cody, Randy, all the history, 25 years worth of history. You had it right there. It's all you have to do. You have Cody Rhodes, one of the best storytellers in the business, and you have Randy Orton, another great storyteller. Let them go out and tell a story. You had it set on a silver platter. The problem is TKO is greedy. And what I think is happening, and we mentioned this in the chat earlier, what I think is happening is there's a power struggle behind the scenes that is happening, and we're seeing it bleed over into television, and there's nothing Triple H can do about it. Triple H has a ton of faults. Booking WWE for the greater part of over a year has been pretty terrible. It's been pretty boring television, pretty bad booking decisions and all that. Yes, he is at fault for that. I don't think he is not at fault for this Pat McAfee situation. This call came from Ari Emanuel up top at TKO. It is Ari's call. Who is Pat McAfee's agent, you ask? Ari Emanuel is Pat McAfee's agent. So if you have a client, why would you not put him in the biggest stage of all that you could get the most eyes on him? He said that he wants Pat to be a big movie superstar and all that. Get him out in front of these lights. This is exactly what Ari would want. This came from up top. Triple H had no say in this. He was forced to this. That's why you see Cody coming out pissed off, like legit pissed off. You've seen Cody these past 2 or 3 weeks. It's not the same Cody Rhodes. And I don't think he's acting. I think this is legit. He has been screwed over in the main event of WrestleMania the past 3 years. He keeps getting screwed around every time he's supposed to have his moment. It's The Rock coming in. It's John Cena and Travis Scott coming in. This year, it's Pat McAfee. He never gets his moment. Like, he keeps getting screwed over by the company. And at some point, he's going to get sick and tired of it. And I think that it's reaching a boiling point. And you're right. Once they introduced the phone call, it was completely unnecessary because you got everybody's imagination running. Oh, it could be Ric Flair. It could be Bob Orton. It could be whoever. Is it Vince McMahon? Is it blah, blah, blah? You have everybody's emotions running wild, and you're setting them up for failure out of the jump because it's never going to be any of those guys. It's not going to be The Rock. It's not going to be Ric Flair. It's not going to be Bob Orton. And instead, they send McAfee out there. I love Pat McAfee. Huge fan. Was watching his show today, for a matter of fact. But he was not needed. That is such a letdown when you've had everybody's expectations because you introduced something that needed nothing. Why does Randy Orton need Pat McAfee telling him to be a killer? Randy can't figure that out himself. It doesn't make any sense. So you've introduced him, you've screwed Cody, and you've just thrown a wrench into everything. And so now you've made this main event of WrestleMania that now it looks like it's a main event of Pat McAfee versus Cody Rhodes because Cody just came to McAfee's Thunderdome and tore up the studio. So now they're like, which is all part of ESPN's plan to get eyes on the show. Like, if you're looking at it from TKO and ESPN, great business. This is great for them. But from a wrestling point of view, this is dumb. Like, you had a great story and you've just convoluted it for no reason. And you've brought all this stuff in for absolutely no reason. And I think that there is a power struggle going on behind the scenes. And I think by the end of
he's talked to his earpiece.
You hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me? Because I can't hear y'all, but y'all can hear me? Cool.
We can hear you.
I think at the end of this year, by the end of this year, I think we see Triple H gone by the end of this year. I don't think he makes it through the end of the year. Think about it. Stephanie McMahon, he inducted himself into the Hall of Fame last year. He inducted his wife in this year. He interviewed Stephanie McMahon on her podcast in the latest episode. The writing's on the wall. He has his hands are tied. You think Triple H wants all this going on? Have you seen Triple H in the ring? He looks like a dead man in the ring. Like, he just looks so disinterested and out of it. Like, he doesn't even want to be involved in all this. So I think that there's a power struggle behind the scenes. TKO is forcing him out. Now, who is it bringing in? I have no idea. But I don't think this is setting up anything for a TKO versus WWE on screen because The Rock's not going to be there. McAfee's going away when football starts. Like, you're not going to have all these characters there to continue this.
What about Uncle Kevin?
Why would you throw him into this?
I don't know. He hasn't been around in a while.
Well,
why would you throw Pat McAfee?
But actually, Kevin though has the part with Cody and Randy. Like, when he went away, he was part of this, but it was like they were all three together. Then Kevin split, and Randy and Cody are, and then now Randy's turn. So maybe Kevin could be. I did see this float around about a corporate Kevin, like, kind of running things behind the scenes.
Corporate Kevin, okay.
I mean, I'm fine with that. That's a
the least corporate guy becoming corporate.
Exactly. No, I know. Yeah,
my cutoffs with my T-Rex tattoo. I'm gonna come in here with a suit and tie.
His cutoff shirt with a tie over his cutoff shirt.
He's got the tuxedo T-shirt on with sleeveless.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle, you hit it. Like if there was any other wrestlers on the card, maybe you do need a McAfee, but like these two guys, of all the people on the card that have, I mean, the lineage they've had, they both are, not first generation wrestlers. They're, I mean, they have family in the business. They had their own stable together. They went separate ways. I mean, there's so much story you could have told without McAfee. I feel like that they had to rush some of it. Like, it was kind of rushed. I wish they'd been able to play this out a little bit more. But they didn't really need the extra. I mean, yeah, maybe it puts a few extra butts in seats. They're trying to sell these expensive tickets, but it does kill the kind of like your old school, like, oh, it's going to be Cody Randy. Now we've got the shenanigans and stuff I'm sure we'll have with it. Again, kind of like I said, I think I'm more interested in where they go after this match. I'm looking forward to the match. I think the match is going to be great because you've got Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. They're going to put on a great match. The extras and stuff, will it take away? I guess we'll find out. But I'm interested to see where they go with it after this. And kind of with everything that Randy and Pat have been spewing, like, do we get some kind of like group formed out of this? I think it's possible. Somebody that's, because their whole thing is they're against what's going on in WWE. They hate what's going on. Do they get some other folks on this train? I don't know. We'll see. But I do think that it's going to be Randy and but it'll be interesting to see. All right, let's go to
hold on real quick.
Oh, go ahead, Ryan. We'll move to Sunday after you.
Just real quick. So it would have made more sense to put McAfee and the Gunther Seth because there would have been more story there. But Cody though, like his character, like he's become so stale. What I would wish, but we're not getting it because Kyle mentioned they already got the match at Backlash plan. But what should happen here is Cody loses, and he should go away for a while and come back in a different form whenever that is. He really needs some time off, and they need to, because we've seen, like Jeremy mentioned earlier, QB1. Well, that needs to he didn't need to be the QB1 anymore. He needs. I don't know if we're getting a heel turn with him, but he needs something different because this Cody version's gotten really stale, and just he needs some kind of change. He needs to go away for a while, and hopefully after Backlash he will. But I don't know. He may not want to, so we'll see. But yeah, let's move on that too.
Okay, night 2. Now, has it been confirmed we are going to open with Oba and Brock, right? Because these two are flipped on this. So we'll start with that one. Oba and Brock. Now, man, I am really looking forward to this match. They have done a really good job of getting me interested. Obviously, Oba Femi, huge star in NXT. Basically, I thought he never were going to move him up to the main roster. He stayed down so long, even when I thought maybe that he was kind of done with it. I'm excited. Now, this is a great opportunity to boost a young talent. Please, WWE, don't screw this up. Don't squash Oba Femi here. I'm going with Oba. They've got to do it. They've got to sell him as, man, this guy just came on the main roster and he beat Brock Lesnar. The Rocket is going to be strapped to this guy. I think his song and his entrance is catchy. He's got it, and I'm hoping that they really do that for him. So I'm going with Oba Femi. All right, Brandon, who you got?
I got Oba. I hope. Same thing. I get worried sometimes that Brock doesn't want to lose to certain people or doesn't want to lose at all, but it's got to be Oba. And I'm looking forward to. I don't know how long this match is going to go. We'll see. I saw a thing the other day. It was like Brock's matches at Mania were like 5, 5, 5, and they had the one that was like 14. And so we'll see. I hope they give it a little, but you only got an hour on. So in the ladder match is gonna be a long time. You got to get 2 matches an hour on that ESPN window. So, but hopefully they give them more than 4 or 5 minutes. Like I don't want it to be a squash either way. But because that's how they kind of brought Oba into this, is he kind of squashed Brock. But let them go a little bit. And yeah, I'm looking forward to these 2 behemoths going at it.
KO.
2 big meaty men slapping meat on Sunday night, and Jeremy, that's right. This is the match that I'm looking forward to the most. Like this is the main event of WrestleMania. WWE, for everything they've done wrong, they have done an excellent job of keeping this feud white hot. I mean, they've had just enough physical contact, but not too much where you still are waiting for them to really go after it. So I think it's going to be a phenomenal match. Brandon, to your point, I think it goes around 10 minutes. I think we get about 10 minutes. I think that would be good, just battling it out for 10 minutes. I'm torn on who I want Oba to win, but I just said earlier that Gunther and Brock at SummerSlam, my initial thought on this would be give Brock the win now at Mania, and then you have Oba beat Brock at SummerSlam to kind of get his win back. But if you're just going to do a one-off here, then I think you got to give Oba the win. But I don't know if this is just a one-off. I think we could get another match out of this. So I think if we get 2 matches, then I could see Brock winning at Mania, because Oba's kind of got the upper hand throughout this entire build. So I could see Brock winning at Mania, but I'm picking Oba.
Jeremy?
Hey, I saw somewhere, and I think it's true. Like you can tell when Brock doesn't like somebody that he's working with, like when he's not willing to work with them. You know what I mean? Like, and I think you've seen the opposite. Like I think you've seen that Brock sees Oba as somebody that's a worthy opponent in the sense of he's got the skills. And like I loved his promo on Raw. Like I thought it was phenomenal. Like I thought Oba, like he killed it. Like it's about time that somebody can throw a heavyweight can throw a decent promo, right? That's a true heavyweight, like a really big guy that's not just a meathead that runs around smashing stuff. And so I loved what he said. I loved his, and I think that Oba does win it. I think it goes long. I think it's a 10, 12-minute match, like KO said. But I think Oba does pick up the win here. I think that's the idea. I think they're going to put a rocket ship on Oba, and he's going to be a guy that's going to have a title for a long time. And it's going to be, he's a much better wrestler than Goldberg, but I think it's that idea that like he's just going to smash people for a couple of years. Like he's going to be an undefeated champion. Like who's next? You're done. Who's next? Right? Like I think it's going to be that kind of thing where he's going to have a title that he's going to carry. He knocks off a CM Punk or whoever ends up with that title, and he just rocks with it for a while. And I think that's it.
All right. So Oba for the sweep there. I'm excited about this match too. I agree with you, KO. This may be one of the most entertaining. They did a great job of building this. You were right on. Like they went back and forth. There was enough contact that it makes you want more. It's just kind of like giving you that little. You got a little taste, like your parents are cooking in the kitchen Thanksgiving meal, and you sneak that bite in, and now you're like you want even more of it, but you can't have it yet. And so that's it's like Thanksgiving lunch, right? You're so excited for it. You've got that taste, and now you want the whole thing. So I'm excited for him, and they've done a really good job of him so far. He has just kind of been smashing through folks, and so I think this is their way of really putting him on a successful. And yeah, I think the thing I saw that Brock I noticed before we move on is, I don't remember which Raw it was when he slammed him. Brock had him put his foot over him. Like he made a gesture and had Brock do that. Like he wanted him to really sell it. Like you can tell Brock, like he just doesn't let anybody go over on him. Right. I mean, we talked about that. So I think what happens here is Brock, this is kind of on his way out. He's going to put folks over on his way out the door. Because I think I heard that this was going to be his last year wrestling somewhere. And so I think this is where he may have some matches with some guys and put some guys over out the door. And I think Gunther is the one that I think that's got to be the way it goes out. SummerSlam, he goes out on that big stage and puts Gunther over on his way out. So that's where I think it's going. Intercontinental Championship ladder match. I'm excited for this one too. These are two really good matches on ESPN here. And that's why they put these together, I think, because the Oba Brock match will be a little shorter. It works well with this ladder match that should be longer. You've got Pin of the Champion. You got Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio. Man, you got some flyers in this match.
And then you have the ground turtle, Rusev.
You got Rusev.
Noted flyer, Rusev.
How does one climb ladder? You're just gonna push ladders over all night. Somebody's gonna get on one. He's just gonna shove it over. Like that guy's gonna dive left and right.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But they usually you can put one big guy in there and work him in on some different spots. Yeah. Like maybe they all go after him and he doesn't go down. It takes all of them to get him out of the ring, and you can have different things with him. And it gives the match some legitimacy. You got Rusev in there. It's like, he's this big guy that nobody can beat as far as these little guys. And so I think that, I think he's okay to have in this match.
Yeah, but on TV, he's been booked as a loser. So.
Well, I know, but he shouldn't.
I think you could have put some of these, like you could have put a Royce Keys in there if you wanted a big guy, right? Like a guy that you've kind of done some. I mean, I'm just saying something different, right? Like I'm not saying just him, but like there's some of these other guys that you kind of thrown out there and then kind of left. You could have put a Kit Wilson in there, right? Like
just random, like Rusev.
Yeah, that was my thing. It's like flyer, ground, flyer,
But he won the qualifying.
Yeah,
I know, but why? Why? Why is he even vying for a qualifying match? Like he's from a different
they
continent.
announced it before he was even in the call.
Right. But it's like he's from a different continent. That counts, right? Let's give I don't know.
Is he the one that wrestled Tozawa in the qualifier match? Somebody wrestled Tozawa.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I would hope
I don't know.
so.
I just think there's some other guys you could have put in. You could throw another flyer in there. You could have put one of the guys, one of the fake Americanos.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have. Those guys would have been fine. Like they would have been able to. I just don't know. I just think if you're going to go ladder,
Well, one of them was in one of the qualifying matches. They lost.
I know I mean, you had 6. You could have had 6 flyers. And again, it's nothing against Rusev. I just don't. I don't love a non-flyer in a match. If there were 2 ground guys, great. But when there's 5 that are in the air, and then you're the one guy that can't figure it out, you just look like a dummy. Like you either got to smash everybody, or you look like you're watching ping pong. Like you're just, I don't know.
Man, I love Javon Evans, guys. I don't know who to go with, but I'm gonna go with Javon Evans here, man. I think this is his, like, it's his kind of match. Like, this is high flying. You've got all this action going on. I don't see like Rey Mysterio. I don't see him winning. I don't see Rusev. JD McDonough, no. Dragon Lee's been a tag team wrestler. Penta is the only other one like to keep it. So I think it's either Penta or Javon. I'm gonna go with Javon just because I think this is a coming out party for this NXT group going up. I think they're really gonna try to push these guys at this event. So I'm gonna go with Javon Evans, but I think it's either him or Penta here. What do you think, KO?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think it's going to be a good match. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. I want Javon Evans to win. I just don't think they're going to give him the Intercontinental title just yet. I don't think he's quite ready. I love what he's doing. I just don't think he's quite ready yet. I think Penta retains.
Okay. All right, Brandon.
Every time I hear or see Penta, all I can think of him is singing on that TurboTax commercial. And man, I think Javon, man, I really want to see Javon win just because I agree with Kyle, but like, man, the crowd's gonna go nuts if he wins. But I know the company's really high on Dragon Lee.
Well, and here's the thing: that match is going to lead right into the main card. It's going to go on.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm gonna go with Javon because that's that's gonna end off the ESPN they're gonna love, people are gonna love watching that dude fly around. I'm gonna go with my heart here too. I kind of agree with Kyle. I don't know if it's time yet, but it's what I want to see, so I'm gonna go with my heart there.
Okay, Jeremy. Going with Penta. Okay.
Yeah, give me Penta. I love Penta. Like I love that he's a combination of both. He's got enough bulk that he can fight the guy on the ground, right? He's got the flight. Like he does, I don't know. I think he's one of the most entertaining guys as far as like presence, like the steps, the walk. The only thing I don't love about this match is like it feels like 5 dudes have been super chummy with each other and like may the best man win, and then Rusev's like kill everybody. Like I wish there was a little bit less of the like we're the 5 best friends that anyone could ever have. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. And again, I love Rey Mysterio. I don't think Rey should be in this just coming off the injury. But
what about Rey? What about the other Rey Phoenix?
Yeah. Why not bring the brother in? Yeah, the poor neglected brother of Penta.
Oh yeah, you're right. Who? Rey Phoenix.
Yeah.
Wrestles?
Yeah, Rey. Oh. Cerro Nero's tag team partner from AEW.
Yeah. Yeah, Penta's real life brother, who actually speaks very good English and is easy to understand. And
they don't even know each other in WWE.
I was about to say they must have a restraining order against each other in WWE because they're nowhere near each other.
I know.
Well, if one's on Monday and one's on Friday, it's hard to be on the same place.
It's like they said,
really hard to
sign. You guys can sign, but you got to be on totally different brands.
Yeah.
You have a great tag team. Let's just split them up and not use them.
That's a built tag team right there. The Lucha Brothers.
Well, they were supposed to team up on the AAA show last year, but Penta was hurt.
Yeah. No, I think Penta retains, and I think I think the thing with Penta where you can keep it on him is because he is such an international star, right? Like, and again, I don't. This is nothing against Javon. Like, I love watching Javon. That's Landon's favorite guy. Like, Landon's like, Dad, it's bouncy, and like I think, and I loved when he was saying like Javon did a deal and did an interview. He's like, sometimes I miss a little bit on purpose because I want it to look real, right? Like, I don't want it to be perfect. Like in a real fight, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to miss, and so I think I think Javon's very in tune with what like it should look like, and I think he's one of those young guys that gets the bigger picture. I just think it's a little early. I think he's going to show well. Like I think he's going to be the the guy that comes the closest to getting it done. But I think Penta retains.
All right. United States Championship. Sami Zayn versus Whoop That Trick.
Please whoop that trick.
I don't know what they're doing with Sammy right now, but this has got to be Trick's night. I'm going with Trick Williams. Kyle, thumbs down. You going with Sami Zayn?
No, absolutely
Oh,
not.
okay.
I was saying thumbs down to Sami Zayn.
I thought you were thumbs down my Trick Williams.
No.
Okay, you scared me for a minute.
Every time I see Trick Williams' entrance, I saw a TikTok one time of it, and I can't get it out of my head. It's like you're sitting there watching the microwave, and he's going around spitting on that thing as his entrance in. It's like you're watching food in the microwave.
You mean this one?
Or to turn all the way back around before you can keep talking.
There we go. This is my pick.
Like Booker T would say.
Oh yeah.
That's what they need. They need Booker T to bring him out, you know.
Yeah, they got the other guy that's the rapper or whatever. That's
Lil
Yachty.
I'm like,
Lil Yachty.
You know, people
bring out Booker T. He does better.
So people were like, "Oh, Lil Yachty's taking a spot from someone that made." It's like, no, he's not.
No,
like
he's
he's
not.
not even in a match.
And,
I'm fine with
and
Lil Yachty being there.
he actually fit with Trick. Like they were bouncing off each other, and it felt natural.
Yeah.
Like it felt good with them.
I just
But
miss Booker
And
T.
he's got his gingerbread man Lil Yachty shirt.
That was awesome. And let me just say, y'all know this. We've talked about this before. I am not the biggest Sami Zayn fan. I am sick and tired of his underdog battling from, I gotta come up, baby. I'm sick and tired of old pouty Sami Zayn. I'm sick and tired of it. I don't like it.
He hadn't been lately though. He's been. I don't give a flip what you think. I'm gonna try to do what I can to win.
Yeah, and I don't care at all about Sami Zayn. I don't care at all about Sami Zayn. So Trick's gonna whoop that Trick on Sunday, and it's gonna be magical.
Okay, all right. Okay, Brandon, who you got?
I got Trick with my lemon pepper steppers.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Trick. He's gonna. Yeah,
Let's
he's
talk
gonna
about it.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah, I'm with KO on the Sammy thing. I've never been a huge Sammy guy. And, it's gotten worse, and so yeah, no, Trick. This is he's a star. Like it's like which one are they going to send hire, him or Oba? And I think Trick's got he's got everything. Yeah, I've seen a lot of interviews with him. They can roll him out to ESPN, to FS1. Like he's naturally born to do this, and yeah, he's got a bright future, and this is the beginning.
Sorry, Jeremy, I'm laughing at your message.
I don't know what he's saying.
No spoilers. Hashtag no spoilers.
Jeremy, who
Okay.
you got?
Give me Trick Willie. There was a time I liked Sami Zayn. Man, I liked it when he was trying to get in with the bloodline, and like I was okay with that. And then I was okay with the one time, like I'm the guy that nobody counts on, but like, man, like wash, rinse, repeat. Like I feel like it's that same old shirt that you keep wearing and it keeps getting a stain on it, and you can't figure out why you get a stain on it every time. It's because it never went away. It's just the same stain. You just see it every time you put the shirt on. Like it's just a tired bit. And like I know you probably don't want Carmelo Hayes to lose, but I would so much rather see Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Right? Give me a Javon Evans and a Trick Williams. Like you could do anything with this, and you throw Sami Zayn in there. Like I just feel like the problem is Trick's not going to get over the way that you want to here, right? Because it's Sami Zayn. Like he's going to haluva kick Lil Yachty, and I'm supposed to believe that makes him dangerous. Like I'm pretty sure I can haluva kick Lil Yachty on accident. Like I don't know. Like, oh my God, Sammy's dangerous. He just haluva kicked a rapper. You know, I feel like Lil Yachty got the payback that was supposed to go to Travis Scott. Like, I feel like he got that. Like, Lil Yachty's just an innocent bystander, got caught up in the mix here. But I don't know. Give me Trick Williams all day, every day, and on Sunday, and please get Sami Zayn off my TV. Go let him write some matches. Go put him in the back. Let him be the new, Robert Roode. Give me something different. I don't know. God dang.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be that easy to get him off the screen. But
Again, Sami Zayn's he's got to know where the bodies are too. There's got to be something because it's insane.
oh man,
Can I also just say
12 years?
It is criminal that Carmelo Hayes is not on the WrestleMania card. As much as he carried that U.S. title and everything he did, or Intercontinental, whatever title he has, I don't even remember what he has. But as much as he carried that, as just much as he had that in the matches he had, and to leave him off the card, you couldn't have made this a triple threat. He got screwed out of the title.
I thought that's where they were going. Is he banged up?
They said he's got it. I mean, in the SmackDown, I think not this or the week or two ago, they said he had a knee injury. He was in there in the training room, getting his knee taken care of, and that was his excuse for not being in there. Trick Williams came in.
It's
because the way it ended, I thought for sure it was going to be a triple threat.
Yeah.
I mean, for me,
left him off the card.
This match, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams, doesn't do as much for me. If you put Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams and all the history they've had, give me that.
Give me Dragunov, Ilya Dragunov, Trick Williams. Like, I'm in on that one too. Like,
I don't that. I don't need Sami Zayn in a triple threat at all. I don't because
giving him that title pissed me off when I saw it.
Yeah, it's obvious that if you put Sami Zayn in there, he's just going to take the pin. So just don't even put him in there. Take him out. Give me Mello and Trick. I know
he's the fifth guy, and the next thing you need 5-man tag, and just make him the guy that take. Like, that's how you need him.
I guess give Randy another guy. Give Sami Zayn to turn and let Randy.
Yeah, can we get Randy to like do the punt? Like, can he punt Sami Zayn? Like, I don't know, something.
Get him off the television.
Take him out. Yeah. Carmelo takes his place. The title's up for grabs.
That'd be awesome.
Good night.
Okay, next match. A lot of stories here. You got the Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. Okay, here's my thoughts on this, guys. You've put the Demon away for all this time, okay, and you bring it back for WrestleMania. Please, WWE, don't bury the Demon again.
Yes,
like it's got to be Demon Finn. I'm sorry, but you do all this and then you just completely haven't get beat by Dominic. I don't think so. I'm going with Demon Finn. Kyle, I know you got some opinions here. You got me curious. What do you think?
The Demon has lost his last two appearances that he's been out there. So I think the Demon effect is kind of worn off. I don't know if it's got the same effect. Remember last time, I think it may have been the last time we saw the Demon. Wasn't he slipping off the top rope against Roman Reigns? I think that's the last time we saw the Demon.
The last one's when he took the ladder to the dome. I'm
just hoping
the Edge match, right? When he took the.
Why even bring the Demon back if it's not going to help him win the match?
I don't know. I'm excited for this match, though. I think this is one of those matches that they have been building up. I think WWE has done a good job. I think Triple H has a tendency of slow playing it a little too long, and I think he slow played this one way too long. But we're finally getting the match. I think I would have preferred just a regular Finn and Dominic match, not the Demon Finn and Dominic, because why all of a sudden introduce the Demon into the match when I don't think it's really called for it necessarily. Like, I think the tension's there, the feud is there. I think the story is there. I think it's going to be a good match. I want Finn to win, but I have a feeling that there's going to be some tomfoolery on the outside
to
help Dominic. I know it's crazy.
The ref's not going to pay attention or get knocked out.
Brandon, I don't know if there's odds on this, but if there's odds on a ref being knocked down in this match, give me it, whatever it is. I'm putting the house on it. I think the refs get knocked out, and I think Dominic wins with help from somebody on the outside.
It'll be JD Big Head McDonough.
Oh,
big old noggin gonna knock a referee out, just headbutt him and kill somebody. I mean, ref will be dead.
Well, we know it's not going to be Liv Morgan or Roxanne Perez headbutting anyone. So we know it's not them. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to go with Finn? Or are you going?
No, I'm going with Dominic because I think someone's going to help him. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dominic Mysterio. All right. 1-1. All right, Jeremy, who you got?
All right. So here's my gripe. I love the Demon. Big fan. I think it's great. I don't like that he lost twice. I especially don't like that you announced it ahead of time. It should be it should be boom, holy crap, we thought it was Finn. It's the freaking demon. He's back. Like, right? Like, that's my only thing. And Finn said the same thing. He's like, I hate when they announce it ahead of time. Like, that's not the whole purpose of the character. The character is supposed to be this, like, I'm going to this other place. I'm going to this dark place. I need to bring out the demon, right? Like, that's the only thing I don't like. Here's my thing. This is what's going to happen. I was trying to hold this and not say it. Roxanne is turning on the Judgment Day in this match. She's going to come down with Liv, and they're going to play it out like they're going to help Dominic. And remember, who brought Roxanne into the Judgment Day? Finn Balor. So I think she's tired of being the second fiddle. She's tired of having to clean up everybody's crap, and she's going to turn and she's going to take out Liv and she's going to take out Dom. And I think Finn wins this with the assist of Roxanne, and I think they go on. And then there you have your feud with. You can have your feud with Liv, who has the title or doesn't. You can go with Raquel. You can run a lot of ways, but I think this is where you get the Roxanne turn. I think she and Finn are going to become the duo that's going to be the thorn in whatever's left of the Judgment Day side.
I like it.
There you
go. I predict that, but I like your story there better than mine. I like that. Brandon, who you got?
I like that. I'm going with Demon Finn. I like that, Jeremy. I never thought about that. I like that. Dom and Finn had some little press tour stuff today, and Dom was on, I think, Get Up, and Finn was on Sports Center. And I didn't see Dom's live, but they showed the clip. And he kind of said the reason they got rid of Finn is because the Judgment Day is a group with no leaders, and Finn kept trying to be the leader. And then, but I think Finn wins this. And Jeremy, they had to announce it because they're trying to sell tickets. So they got to announce everything beforehand. They can't hold any secrets because they got to try to sell tickets.
Yeah. And like that picture y'all posted, he's going to have, his paint's got to have some advertisement.
Dude wipes and Slim Jim.
Yeah.
The demons snap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah.
And then some dude wipes afterwards.
I know.
Turbo tags.
Okay. Next match, WWE Women's Championship match, Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know who's going to win this match, but I know who I don't want to win this match, and that's Jade Cargill. Get her off my TV. I don't like her matches. I mean, she's got this little cronies. Okay, how does this make sense? Michin and B-Fab get beat up by Jade Cargill all this time, and then all of a sudden, hey, I'm just going to, I guess if I can't beat you, I'll join you. Like, that makes no sense.
That's been happening in wrestling for 50 years.
I know, but maybe like a year later, maybe down the line, but like they just were griping and getting beat up like a week before this, and now they come out and I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's really because they need someone to help Jade Cargill because she sucks in the ring. Give me Rhea. I hope get the feud off of Jade Cargill. Give me somebody with a title that can actually wrestle. Thank you. All right, Jeremy.
Yeah, I agree. I keep hoping and wanting that Jade's going to figure this thing out. She's got everything except for the ability, right? Like, she's got the look. Now, but I mean, like, she looks like she should be a stud, right? Like, you look at her, like, that's an athlete. Like, she looks incredible, right? Other than when she wore that red whatever thing that was trying to eat her head the other night. I don't know if y'all saw that, but it was like the biggest, like, I don't know what it was.
Jeremy, it's like the guy from Florida that's asking for $3 million in the portal, the 7'9" guy. And he can't play.
Yeah, it's 100%.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, let's put him out there in warm-ups, and he looks like $1 million, but then he's not any good.
Yeah, if the whole goal of basketball was just to stand there and dunk it in, you didn't have to play defense or anything else, that's your guy, right? Yeah. I think that's the same thing here. Like, I think AEW did a good job of protecting her. I think they made her look better than she was, and I think WWE realized they got sold a bill of goods, and now they're trying to figure out what to do with it. Right?
They should have let her in NXT first and got her in the Performance Center and got her ring. And they put a rocket to her, and then now what they were going to do? They had to put the belt on her almost.
I agree.
But she can't wrestle in the ring.
Yeah, it's got to be Rhea for that reason. That the SmackDown scene over there needs a dominant person over there. It gives Rhea a new start. It gets her away from, I don't know what you do with EO, but it gets her away from any kind of dealings with the Judgment Day and Raquel for a while, right? You can let that, then you have a feud over there that doesn't have to have anybody else in it. And Rhea can go to SmackDown and kind of help out in that arena a little bit there. And I think Ripley's got to win it.
KO?
Jeremy, these past couple of topics, you have been on another level, and I want you to know I appreciate that.
Thank you.
This is my bathroom break match for night 2 for sure. I could not care less about this match at all. I love Rhea Ripley. Cannot stand Jade. I'm with you, Brett. Makes absolutely no sense that Michin and B-Fab all of a sudden want to join this woman who's been beating the crap out of them for weeks. But sure, now we're going to help her defend this title. I think it would be neat if Rhea won the title and then went over to SmackDown, and we could break up those worthless tag teams that were slammed together, and then you could have Rhea and Charlotte, or Rhea and Bayley, Rhea and Lyra. You could have some different matches over there to spice things up, to Jeremy's point. So I think a change is necessary. Jade has done absolutely nothing with that title. I believe I should have looked it up before I said anything, but I believe she's probably only defended it against maybe Michin and B-Fab. May have been her only, or maybe one title defense against Michin. I don't even know if she's had a title defense. She's done nothing with the title. Get it off of her. I don't care what you do with her after that, but I'm taking Rhea, and let Rhea take the title and do something. I do think EO comes out and helps, because I think Michin and B-Fab are going to interfere. It's going to look like Rhea's going to lose. Then EO's music's going to hit. EO's going to come down and help Rhea win.
That'll be like their little swan song as they go their separate ways, because EO's going to be on Raw.
They tried that before and they ended up together again. So there's no brand split. They can go wherever they want.
Brandon, you have the sweep?
Yeah, Rhea's gonna win. Yeah, like they've built this match terribly too. So,
yeah, it's not any good.
Like they should have been able to sell this pretty. I mean, you got two dominant forces, but except Rhea's lost a lot of her. She's lost a lot of muscle, and she's struggling to lift some people these days. She had struggled with Zelina was one thing, and Michin was one thing, and then Zelina was like, I mean, I feel like I could lift Zelina.
She said. I thought she posted she responded to a comment on Instagram or something. She's got an eating disorder that she's actively dealing with. So, but I also heard, so she put that on Instagram, or responded to a comment on Instagram, but I also read something that her doctor told her she had too much muscle mass or something. So she had to slim down and get leaner. I don't know what's true or what's not. Yeah. She still looks fine, but she definitely looks different. Like she doesn't look and it is affecting her a little in the ring, but it won't matter against Jade, because Jade has 2 or 3 moves and that'll be it.
Yeah. That's the sad thing, is she's so good in the ring, and to not care about the match, that makes me sad, because it's, it's just the booking. Then, yeah. And how good of you had Tiffany Stratton with the belt, and how good she is in the ring, and you took it off of her for this.
I think Tiffany's offline comments about Charlotte totally screwed her momentum. I think there's still some, you know what I mean? I think she got
that too. She was in the main event last year, right? She was in WrestleMania main event last year, and she's not even on.
She's not in anything. I know.
Well, that's her and EO, the 2 people that took the titles in last year. Neither of them were on the card.
Yeah.
And we got Jade.
But also, like, you can see, I've seen stuff like Tiffany's been kind of melting in lately. I know she's wanting to get into Hollywood, so I don't know if she's going to be around wrestling much more longer.
Who is that?
Tiffany.
Oh,
yeah, she's talking about wanting to.
She said something by 30, wanted to be an actor, and I think they're going
soon.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Well, it's main event time on Sunday. We've got CM Punk versus Roman Reigns in the main event. When they first were going to do this match, I didn't care. Not that I didn't care about this match, but I didn't care about it as like they've done a really good job with the promos. Like, it's been back and forth jabs at each other. I've enjoyed them going back and forth, and the freedom that they've allowed them on the mic to even, like, there's been some personal jabs, like, at family members and different things. I'm looking forward to this match. I think this could be a good match as far as stories. You've got 2 guys that haven't really wrestled against each other, really. I mean, they've wrestled with each other, and kind of, it's weird how it came about, but they've really done a good job of selling that they don't like each other in a short time, which some of these matches they didn't really do that, but this one they did a pretty good job of. I've enjoyed the promos back and forth. They both cut great promos, and I've enjoyed it. The Usos' involvement's been kind of weird. I think that's been a strange deal. Like, do they end up getting involved in this match? I don't know. I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns to get this to win here. I don't know. I think either one makes sense. I think they could do some different things with both of them, but I'm going to go with Roman. I think it's been a while since he had the title. I think he's going to have a little character shift, and maybe he'll have a little run here to SummerSlam maybe, and then lose the title off. But I'm going to go with Roman here. Brendan, who you got?
Oh, man, I don't know. Man. Go to KO.
It's tough. Okay. KO, who you got?
Why you throw me up here? Why didn't you go to Jeremy? No, I'm just kidding.
Look at your shirt.
My choice is obvious. I will take the original tribal chief 10 days, every day, all day. There's only one. You acknowledge him. Now, here's my issue, though, with this whole thing. I'm excited about the match. I think it's going to be a good match, and I think the build has been done well, but I think they've done it backwards. I think where they messed up is announcing the match so soon. I think you could have, because they announced it right after Rumble, I think. Like that next night, they announced, hey, this is our match. And then Roman went away for a month, and you didn't see him. And then Punk had this stupid one-off with Finn at Elimination Chamber, and then Roman comes back, and then they start trying to ramp it up. But that first promo when he got back was the best promo. I think they hit it hard. They both jabbed at each other. That was the CM Punk, burying you right next to your father line. Like that, boom, we're on fire. Ever since then, I feel like the promos have gotten less and less. And then you go to Monday when Punk's apologizing. All of a sudden, he's apologizing for things. And now it seems like they've come to a mutual respect right before the match. Whereas you should be that anger and fury now. You should have had that respect at the start, I guess, and then built up to the anger, where I feel like they had the anger at the start and they've kind of wound down to now we're getting the match and it's not as heated as it was. So I still think it's going to be a great match, but I think Roman wins, and I think that I would like to see him do it alone with no help, but we all know it's Roman Reigns and he never wins alone without help. So I think there's going to be some type of help from whether it be the Usos or maybe a new member that we don't know of. Maybe someone gets introduced to kickstart something. I know Zilla Fatu will be in Vegas at a HOG show, a hog show. So he'll be in town. I'm just saying, I don't think he does it alone, but I think Roman wins, and I think it's going to be a good match.
All right. Jeremy?
All right. So I see where you're coming from, KO. Here's what I think. I think every promo, both of them are trying to get in the other one's head, right? So I see the fiery outburst was a way to do it, and it wasn't as effective as they thought, right? So then it became, I'm going to make him hit me, right? And then Roman's laughing, I got it, I'm under your skin, right? And so I think this whole thing has been about who can control the other's narrative, right? And so I think CM Punk was like, I'm going to try this. Like, I'm going to, you know what? You're fantastic. Like, I shouldn't have done it, right? I think it's almost like they're trying to play the same mind games on each other. It's almost like two top-level chess players, right? Like, they know each other's moves so well, they're trying new things. And so I've kind of seen it more of that of like, all right, I wonder if this is going to get, like, maybe this will throw him off his game. Like, if he thinks I respect him, maybe, you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe not. But it just seems kind of like they're trying to find the button to push that's going to get the edge on the opponent. And so far it's been maybe a momentary advantage, and then it kind of swings back the other way. And so I think that's kind of what you saw Monday was like, Punk's like, try something different. I'm gonna play to your ego. You are pretty awesome, and I shouldn't have done that, right? And then Roman's like, no, you're awesome, right? And so I think it was kind of like that, like a little bit of the gamesmanship there. But I'm excited for it. I think Roman wins it. I think you're right. I think there's going to be some hook or crook, or there's going to be some involvement somewhere. I think it's going to be Jey Uso. Like, I don't know that Jimmy's going to be on board with it. I think Jay's the one that's really been driving this, like, let's go back to where we were, right? When we were killers and everybody feared us. That's where we need to get back to. Because I tried this whole Yeet Fun thing, and it's great, but it didn't get me anywhere. I didn't get a title very long. It didn't work. And so I think this is, and again, maybe it is the Zilla Fatu showing up, or maybe they're going to run back into the MFT thing and they're going to try to squash that. I don't know. You could do a bunch of things with it.
Come on, Jeremy. Why would you say that again?
Watch out.
Kyle was nodding too much. He was agreeing too much. I didn't want. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't want him to. I really don't want him to do the MFT. I was joking, but I think the truth is, I think that
Kyle was like, Jeremy's doing great. He's telling great stories. He's growing great, and then all of a sudden, he just ran into a tree.
Listen, I got a call from TKO. They told me to change the story. I was just doing what I was told. No, I really do. I think Roman wins it, but I think it's some outside interference, and I think you can set up a lot of angles. You can run this back later. You can change it up. Right? There's a lot of things you can do with it. Does Jay try to take power away from Roman here? Right? You can do a lot of things with it, but I think Roman does win this one.
All right, Brandon, what do you think? You got time to think about it here.
Yeah, I was torn just because, like, I just worried, Roman wins the title, and then we only see him once every like 4 weeks, and if he wins it, the title's not getting defended until SummerSlam, maybe. And so, like, but the thing is the Kyle mentioned odds while ago, so I was like, oh wait, I forgot to pull those up, and it started out where Roman was like a huge, and he's still a decent size favorite, minus 300, but I mean it was like minus like 1,200 like just a few weeks ago, and now it's even closer to Punk. And so that's what gave me a little pause, but I think Roman wins. And then, this ends Sunday night at Mania. Does he win and the show ends, or like, because we've seen that with Roman before. I don't know. We're not getting what we want, but we got to get something to like this. I don't think we can just end with Roman holding the title by himself. Something's got to happen, and but we'll see. And But Roman's still a pretty sizable favorite, and Fatu is actually the largest favorite on the card. I know Kyle was asking earlier about. I don't have any like prop odds, just straight match odds. But
I have an idea that just came to my mind.
Okay,
what if? Holy cow! Sorry, watching the Dodgers and Mets, and dude just crushed one. All right, but I have an idea. What if we don't see Braun Breaker come back in the Seth and Gunther match? And instead, at the end of the show, Braun Breaker's music hits and he returns after Roman wins. And maybe Braun Breaker challenges Roman. Maybe that's when Braun returns.
I like that. And hey, also, when we're talking about people interfering in this match, well, we had the McAfee Punk back and forth. Does McAfee get involved in this too?
Ooh.
I hope not. Is it a McAfee Roman Randy group?
Is it a if there's a faction for
McAfee in charge with his two champions?
I mean, but who would be on the opposing side? Punk, Cody,
everybody.
Jelly. Don't forget about Jelly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's throw Isho Speed and Lil Yachty in there too and throw them on the team. That'd be interesting, but I don't know who they would. I don't know who would be.
But they purposely did a Punk and McAfee like talking back and forth. I don't know if that happens now or later, but
was it purposeful or did they both just go off script?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Who knows? Yeah,
I think Punk's was definitely a counter to the off script. Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
I think it's
anything's setting up between them. I think it's. Yeah, I could see.
Who knows?
I could see. I don't know if I could see Roman joining them though, because would Roman be a part of a group? Roman's a leader. Would you think he would be a part of a group now?
True. Yeah.
There's too much ego with Roman and Randy. Like I don't know who. Like they'd end up fighting each other to figure out who the leader was.
Yeah.
It'd be like Okada and Takeshita.
Well, that's turning some interesting story on though.
And then we unify the titles. Oh
man, it's going to be interesting to see. I I'm hoping there's some surprises. I think that's been the biggest thing that we haven't seen lately is any big surprises. I feel like that at some of the PLEs, we haven't had that, oh my gosh moment. I'm hoping for at least one of those. Like somebody shows up that we don't expect, or because there for a while, I mean, you had that a lot with the old Bloodline storyline. You had where they were adding people and people showed up, and you had that surprise element. I think that's what makes it fun. And Jerry mentioned the demon thing getting mentioned already. Like that would have been a cool pop surprise. Like they don't have those cool kind of like things you like weren't expecting surprises as much anymore to me. Now it is hard to get those because everybody leaks them out, but it would be cool to have at least one or two of those. So, all right, guys. Well, that's the card. We're going to try to reconvene next week and hopefully make it work where we can talk about what happened, and hopefully we'll be glad we spent 5 or 6 hours 2 nights in a row watching wrestling. However long the card is, we think it'll be.
This is an AEW. Well, it starts at 6. We'll be out of there by 10.
Yeah, they said 4.5 for the. They said it's 3 hour pre-show, 3 hour pre-show, 4.5 card, and
3 hour pre. What are you doing?
There
on the
you go.
Show.
There you go. You got to talk.
It starts at lunch. It's like
talking
lunch.
video package. Yeah, talking video packages. They got 3 hours both nights, and then an hour post show both nights.
So 4.5. I said 5 or 6. I mean, that's close.
Yeah, it said 17 hours total for the weekend.
There you go, Kyle.
Yeah, the 3 hour pre-show is unnecessary.
I mean, we've already given everyone at home the pre-show. We just did that.
I don't care if they do it or not, because like you don't have to watch it.
I'm not watching it. Yeah, it won't matter.
Or you can you can have it on as background fodder, like
I mean, yeah, I'm not. It doesn't matter that I'm not concerned about pre-show or post-show because I'm not watching either of those. The card though.
Yeah, I always like to watch the post-show, especially if something big happens. I always like the post-show. I do like the post-show.
Sometimes they'll have something that'll happen on the post-show every once in a while.
They gotta end something. You can't go off night one with just Randy and Pat standing there tall, like something. And you can't go off night 2, ending the entire weekend with just Roman yep, I'm the champ again. Like you're like Brandon, you said, like there's gotta be something. Yeah. There's gotta be something both nights.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see. We want to see. We want to see whoop that trick.
Sammy.
Man. Whoop that Sammy? Okay. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Off the Rope. WrestleMania Preview Show. We'll be back next week to review and talk about everything WrestleMania. Jim Diamond, Big Goose KO Fallow, and Third Chief Randy Ogden. I'm Mr. We'll catch you next time right here on Off the Rope. Good night, everybody.